Yes.
Anyway, so, Chumps coming up in the 3 o'clock hour program picks.
Speaking of banging trash cans, how about K-State?
Could I finish setting the lineup?
Oh, sorry. I thought you would.
Swallow the olive here.
My bad. Okay.
You derailed me with
I do. My bad.
the trash cans. Blair Kirkhoff at 4. I know
PK.
you don't care. You're ready to get on to the K-State Wildcats. We'll talk some Cats with Blair.
Blair's the highlight of my week, man.
We'll also talk to Kyle about his inability to figure out the lines on this, like the heavy border.
Yeah.
You and I being spreadsheet snobs, this is unacceptable.
I'll fix that.
You're gonna have to show him.
I have access to that. What
are you
Art
talking
and Frame
about?
Warehouse. Look at where Art and Frame, fine sponsor of Blair Kirkhoff. You have you got the heavy border around each Art and Frame, and that should not be the case.
It's just to separate the hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
see.
I will spruce that up.
Yeah.
That already has one of my alterations.
You leave socks laying all over the house, don't you? I can tell. I can tell.
That sheet already has one of my alterations on it.
God forbid the line be a half an inch thicker.
It's not aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
That's the problem. Speaking of not aesthetically
did you just
pleasing,
meet us?
Mike Sando will be with us in the 5.
Thought you say K-State basketball.
Mike's a fine-looking guy. He's a fine-looking guy.
Better look than any of us.
He'll be with us in the 5. Yeah, he's tall and thin. We are not. I will just say this. Can I share something about our arrival at Golf Track?
Mm-hmm.
There was consideration as to whether or not you would dent the floor.
Yes.
Harm the turf.
I understand that.
Okay, so
I get that.
Where do you get off taking shots at Mike Sando?
And my response was, it's not the chair, it's the 350-pound ass sitting in it.
I wasn't going to go that far.
There isn't a chair that's not going to cause a little bit of indentation.
I don't think it's the chair.
Yes.
I think it's the fact that Dumbo took a seat on it. That's what I think is the
pressure.
problem there. Yeah.
This chair is like, dude, seriously?
By the way, quick sidebar. We were driving up here. The hippo. Did anybody get that, please? The KY hippo, for God's sake. Did somebody? They did? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sitting there like, come on.
I was going to take a picture. Sterling wore the jacket. It looks fantastic. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen you wear.
It's like, the most deadly mammal. It's the hippo.
It's the hippo.
I knew it before he gave that clue. And I'm like, is it the animal with KY 102 back in the day? I'm like, the KY hippo.
Yes.
What are you all, 20?
KY 102.
Do you remember the KY hippo, Easton? No, because you're a child.
Yes.
You're a child. You should not be allowed to vote. You're not old enough to vote. You are, but, I digress. So now, we spent some time having some fun. Again, I'll remind you, we're here at Golf Track. We'd love you to come up and say hello. Cats.
Woo.
That fun with your K-State Wildcats.
Not ready for Broadway.
We can grind through the game if you want to. I mean, I got the time, right?
We can grind if you want.
And that game is about like where that quote came from, Tommy Boy, where he asks about taking a look up a bull's backside because he's got the time. He could do it for you. That's about what watching a K-State basketball game is right now if you're a Cat fan. And like I said, we could grind through the game. I mean, they are what they are. They're going to give up a lot of points. But to me, we're beyond that. The conversation now is about where they are and where they're going as a basketball team. I give Jerome Tang every opportunity to turn this thing around. He says they're close to just this close. Is that what number 3 is? Mm-hmm. Let's hear. This is Jerome Tang post game last night talking about the rough start. He said his team is its own worst enemy here early on.
8 turnovers in the first 8 minutes, and then a couple of shots that were basically turnovers, that allowed them to get that lead. And so that put us behind the 8 ball. And, it's just we're fighting uphill. But proud of the guys, second half, we came out, we battled. I think we cut it to 1, and then, then we couldn't get a stop. We got to get better. We got to get better. We got to get better on the defensive end. We got to be able to get stops, consecutive stops. And starting to figure some things out, though. And I remember last year, at some point in time, I was saying, man, we're close. And I didn't feel like we were close until tonight. Like the last couple of days, the guys really made some improvement in some areas. We're figuring some things out with them, and we're getting there.
I mean, forget about that stuff I was saying about, being together and everything after the Arizona State game. Like, this is like we're back at Kevin Nealon again. I was grabbing at straws with that. Forget about that. No, we're close. Now we're close. Listen, there's nothing he can say. We've said it before. When you're losing, there's nothing you can say that's going to be accepted. It's going to be enjoyed by the fan base. I get it. Central Florida's a good team, right? Ask Kansas. And they played them about as tough as Kansas did. So I'm not here to tell you that K-State's the worst team, that's ever lived, right? They're not. That they're god awful. They're off to a bad stretch. There's no shame in losing to BYU or Arizona. ASU was a very winnable game. They didn't win it, but they are ASU. And by the way, ASU gave Arizona everything they wanted for 30 minutes. But look, that stuff grows tiresome if you're a fan. And maybe they are. Maybe he's also just looking at the schedule going Oklahoma State and Utah.
Yeah. 0-4. Utah's the only other unbeaten team in the winless team in the Big 12.
And Oklahoma State is currently sitting at 1-3 in the league and 13-4 overall. So, I mean, to me, we're close. I know who's coming. We got a chance. But he is basically putting it on the table. All right, we're going to win these games. They need to win those two games.
They better.
If they win those two games, I mean, I'm not telling you that the season's salvaged. We're not going to talk NCAA tournament. Win those two games and beat Kansas, and okay, then we might start saying, all right, something's afoot here.
Yeah.
But they're a long, long way. At 0-4, they're a long way away from getting anything going. And so we will see. And we try to be proactive and not reactive. And I recognize that if you're in the K-State administration, you're going to think we're negative. You're going to think this is out of line. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it because these are the texts I get from my friends that are K-State fans. And so let's discuss, if it doesn't get better, what are you going to do? Because his contract calls for a $12,750,000 buyout, paid out over 2 years. I think it's equal payments every 30 days for 2 years or every month for 2 years, something along those. I know they've got 2 years to pay, just short of $13 million. Right, and so one of my friends, he's like, well, I'd talk about moving on, but we're not going to pay $13 million. I was like, let me go look at that contract and see what it is. It's 12.75. Here's what I would ask you. If it keeps going south, can you afford not to move on? Because if your idea is we're not going to move on because we don't want to pay 13 and we'll just do it next year, well, next year it's 10.35. Okay, it doesn't drop from 13 to 2.
Right.
Okay, we'll weather the storm. And did you see Bramlage last night? There were not a lot of folks that were at Bramlage.
Yeah, that looked like a COVID game.
How much money, how much revenue are you losing if you're going to play to an empty barn every night except for when Kansas comes in and fills it?
Yeah.
Right? How much money are you losing not selling tickets? How much money are you losing not having donations? I mean, do I think Jerome Tang's going to be fired? No. Do I think if Gene Taylor lives up to what he said when he came to K-State, which we did an interview with him right after he was hired, and I said, what is your expectation for the basketball team? You'll remember this was when Bruce Weber was the coach, and he said it's to compete for championships every year and to finish in the top half. Right? Well, they're not competing for championships by any stretch of the imagination. We talked about, and he said going to the tournament more than not. We mentioned that what we know K-State is capable of, at least it was before the changes in current college athletics, before the changes in the NIL and the transfer portal, we know that K-State under Frank Martin was capable of going to the tournament 4 times in 5 years. And to me, that's what you strive for until somebody shows you can do more. And I know people are going to talk about, and I will talk about it. It is an entirely new landscape of the transfer portal, of the NIL. It is a totally new landscape. But I will tell you what I said when this happened, and everybody was bitching, was, well, usually when you change the rules, and Matt Quatrero said this at spring training, 2 years ago, or it wasn't last year, 2 years ago, when they made the bigger bases, they added the pitch clock. Right. He said, listen, new rules gives, if you can figure it out first, you have an advantage. He said, over time, everybody understands what's going on and everything levels out. But right now, this year, we have an opportunity to take advantage of it. And if that, maybe we're 3 years into that. I can't remember how long we are into that. But if it was just 2 years ago, they clearly took advantage of it and went to the playoffs after a 100-loss season. You could see a manager who knew what the rules were, and if it wasn't, he was still only a year into it. And he saw new rules, and he was able to take advantage of it, and he was able to turn the team around. Kurt Cignetti at Indiana. That is not a football school. New rules. He's facing all the challenges and would seemingly be well behind the 8 ball compared to an Ohio State or a Michigan or a Michigan State or a Penn State, and all he did was thrive. So I'm going to tell you, I am sensitive to any coach that's dealing with the changes that are coming along. It's clear that a lot of old-time coaches don't want to deal with this kind of system. I get that. Okay, I do. But I also know that the uber elite are taking advantage of it, and they're better for it. They are recognizing, here's the gap, here's the advantage. They are recognizing on-base percentage is more important than batting average. They're recognizing that college players are safer to draft than high school players. Those are the lessons that Moneyball was teaching back when the A's were getting ahead of the curve. The opportunity is there for every school to really take advantage of it, and we are seeing some of them do it. Right? We are seeing basketball schools win at football. We are seeing lesser schools from basketball come up and be challengers. BYU.
Vanderbilt
was undefeated until last night. We are seeing non-traditional powers in sports.
Vanderbilt in both sports.
Taking advantage of it. And listen, we might conclude that at the end of the day, the answer is money, just raw money. That might be it. I don't know. But, there's some indications for that. Every school has money. It's just a matter of how much you're going to spend.
Yeah.
Right? And so right now, Jerome Tang plus Gene Taylor plus the money people at K-State plus everything else is not equaling success. And so based upon what Gene Taylor said, he should be taking a long, hard look at where they are as a basketball program. And look, $13 million is a large number for any university to pay someone to walk away. But if there aren't real answers being given from Jerome Tang as to how this is going to get going, or if there are no signs that are shown during the rest of the season, I would ask K-State fans, can you really afford not to go another direction?
How far into irrelevance are you willing to let your program get? Because there are points where you can slide to the point where it takes so much to get it back that it's just too tall of a mountain to climb. And can he say anything that's good? No. But what he can do is not say things that his fan base knows are not true.
Right.
And that really irritates people. And that's very patronizing. They're watching these games. And you're not fooling them by telling them, yeah, we're close, we're close. You're not close. You were down 36-20 in the first half at home. This team isn't close. I think it'd be better if he just said, yeah, we're not playing well right now, and it's on me, and it sucks, and I'm mad about it. But trying to be a sunshine soldier when everyone who's watching the game knows it's not true, I think he does much more damage that way than if he would just be candid about what's going on. He has to know his team is not close.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to say that it is.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, let's take a break. We will come back. We're going to get to the Patrick Mahomes press conference coming up a little bit later on this hour. You can get in here and get a chance to win a $400 Scotty Cameron putter. This is one of the great putters you're ever going to find. You can win it. Current members and new members here at Golf Track, get signed up today. If you're a new member today, you go in. You're one of the people that will be entered to win a free fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value. They got Tiki Taco coming at 4 o'clock. The taco truck will be here. You can enjoy it, and you can enjoy working on your golf game. Golf Track uses TrackMan simulator technology. That's the same tech that the pros use. It's the best. You can really diagnose your swing. You can get your golf game better. And, frankly, the weather's going to be bad. When it's bad, you come out and enjoy some golf, which you're not going to do on an 18-degree day, which I think is the high, on Saturday. It's Golf Track. We're in the Northland, 8321 North Booth Ave. That's basically 152 and Booth. We're just right around the corner from the Sprouts, if you know the area. You can come find us and see us today here at Golf Track.
The program with Soren Petro.
It's like part elephant trunk, but only about, 2 inches long? Kurtis, you'd know about that.
Weekdays from 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
All right, listen up. We're smack dab in the middle of the NFL playoffs. You know it. You hear it right here on the home of the National Football League, Sports Radio 810 WHB. And if you want to get the full flavor, all the action of the NFL playoffs, download the Underdog app today. Download it. Use the promo code SOREN, S-O-R-E-N, to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that's promo code SOREN. That's right. My first name is going to get you those bonus entries, $75 worth. Use the promo code SOREN, S-O-R-E-N. Make entries, win money right now in Missouri. In fact, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Playing on Underdog's easy. Just go higher or lower on your favorite stat, on your favorite player. You pick it, and you're ready to go. Touchdowns, rushing yards, receiving yards, they got it all. Like, I'll give you one. Ramondre Stevenson and the New England Patriots, 39.5 rushing yards. He had a big day last week. What do we know about the New England Patriots running backs? When they have a big day, that's it. If you played fantasy football, you know it's one back one week, one back another week. I'm going lower than the 39.5 rushing yards on Ramondre Stevenson. How about Caleb Williams? Talk of the town. That's when I'm going the other direction. 221.5 passing yards. I'm going lower. It's that easy. Pick your player. All the players are there for all the games with all the stats, even college basketball as well. That's right, you hoop junkies. Get your college basketball action going with Underdog. Download the app today. Use promo code SOREN, S-O-R-E-N, to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code SOREN. Do it now at Underdog. Make plays, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
It's Grunny again, and we're here with Jordan Waters, a finance manager and car expert at Roberts Robinson Chevrolet and GMC. Jordan, fall is my favorite time of the year because it's football season and truck season. What kind of deals are going on over at Roberts Robinson now? That's always a great time of the year to buy a car.
Yeah, we're always offering some great fall specials, including low APR financing. There's several rebates out there, bonus cash and what have you. Not only that, we are offering invoice pricing on all new cars on the lot.
I mean, hold on, repeat that.
Invoice pricing on all new cars. You heard it right.
No, you can't be offering the powertrain lifetime warranty with that also.
On top of it, that's included.
Dude, get out of here. Stop the commercial. I need to talk to Mike Robinson or Roberts Robinson. There's something wrong with this man. You boy, what a great deal. Invoice pricing, powertrain warranty. Huh. Go online to robertsrobinson.com and once again, tell them that Grunny sent you.
Hey, listen up, Kansas City. Soren, Petro here. Join me this Thursday, January 15th from 2 to 6 at Golf Track for the grand opening of their brand new Liberty location. We'll have long drive and closest to the pin competitions with chances to win hoodies and other Golf Track merch. Plus, any current member or anyone who signs up by the end of the grand opening can enter to win a free fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value. There'll also be a food truck, so come hungry. This Thursday, January 15th, the program's live at Golf Track in Liberty.
Hey, Kansas City, this is Stephen St. John from my friends at Kansas City Credit Union. And right now at Kansas City Credit Union, make no payments for 90 days for either an auto purchase or refinance loan. The refinance must be a loan from another financial institution. Get the money you need and the peace of mind you've been looking for. Minimum $550.
Rolling on here in the program, Petro, Seaboldt, Collier, Kurtis and I up here at Golf Track in the Northland. We'd love to see you stop on by. Say hello. A lot of people working on their swing here today. It's their grand opening from now until 7. I got Tiki Taco Truck coming up here at 4 o'clock, so you can enjoy some wonderful Mexican food. They got competitions on the simulator as well. Longest drive, closest to the pin. They're going to be giving away hoodies, Golf Track merch, and if you sign up for a membership, you and all the current members will be entered to win a fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That is a $400 value. Golf Track KC's premier indoor facility with the very latest TrackMan simulator technology to work on your swing and get your game going. Great place. You can play great courses. I mentioned just some of them. We need to get a list of some of the other great ones, but Pebble Beach, Bethpage, Black, You can come up here and try your skills on the best courses, or just make your skills better.
Yeah.
913-810-810. I want to correct him. So my numbers are wrong. It's even worse than I thought. Okay. This is Jason Anderson. I believe this is from Kellis Robinette's story. Jason Anderson sent me this. The Wildcats would owe Tank significantly more in guaranteed money if they decide to terminate him without cause. Apparently the contract that I have saved on my computer, I guess I did not save the one he signed after Arkansas wooed him. I've got the extension. The numbers I was giving were the numbers based upon his extension he got after going to the Elite Eight. Kellis says, should K-State choose to make a coaching change before April 30th of 2026? So in other words, once the whole hiring cycle's done. That's why that date is of no. You're like, oh, it's in 26. Yeah, but it's after every coach would be hired by that point. April 30th. Yeah, by April 30th of 2026, K-State would owe Tang $18.7 million. Wow. That number begins to drop annually from there. The Wildcats would owe him $15.75 million for the following year, $12.75 after that, $9.7, then $6.5, and finally $4.4 million. Or the remaining unpaid base salary on his contract in the final year of his deal. Come on. I mean, kudos to the agent.
Yes.
On that one.
Yes. Well done, sir.
Listen, I hope Jerome Tang is going to go on a tear and win a bunch of games. I think everybody likes Jerome Tang. There's nothing not to like.
Can't not like him.
But, you know, this was the year that it was supposed to get going back in the right direction, and they're 0-4. That is a dangerous spot to be in.
He's got a top-shelf talent.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a guy that good in Haggard. They should not be 0-4.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't stop anyone.
We are getting close to the Patrick Mahomes press conference. What do you want to do? You want me to break real quick, and we'll try to get in a couple of spots before it gets going, or do I need to stay here? Kyle, it's all you, unless Lebo's over your shoulder.
It's up to you. I never know when these things are going to start, so.
Let's break. We can always come out early if we need to. We'll take a quick break. We got the Patrick Mahomes press conference coming up. Should be any minute now. We'll do it. We're at Golf Track here in the Northland. GolfTRK.com is their website if you want to learn more information about this great facility. Again, we're going to be giving away a $400 Scotty Cameron putter at the end of the day. Get signed up here today at Golf Track. And actually, now I'm being told Mahomes is walking in now, so we'll get ready to send it over. We will not break. There he is. Let's go ahead and send it over, Kyle. Let's do it. Let's go to the press conference.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's go kick it off with Pete. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Patrick. Thanks for doing this. Just wide net, how is rehab been going? And then just the second part of that, I know there's a lot of questions that'll go along with the recovery, but is there a date or a date range that you're driving to, be back, even if it is, a lot of months from now?
First off, rehab's going great so far, just hitting all the checkpoints that the doctor wants you to do and getting the strength and the range of mobility back. So that's been going great. Been doing all of it here in Kansas City so far, and Julie has been crushing it, pushing me, and the doctor kind of gives you like goals to get to, and I just try to maximize those, and they hold me back because I always want to go a little bit further. So it's been going great. I mean, obviously, I think the long-term I want to be ready for week one. The doctor said that I could be, but I can't predict what's going to happen throughout the process. But that's my goal, and so I'll try to prepare myself to be ready to play in that week one and have no restrictions. You want to be out there healthy and giving us the best chance to win. And so obviously, hopefully be able to do some stuff in OTAs and then get to training camp and hopefully be able to do a lot there. So I'm excited for the process. It's a long process, but I'm excited for it.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell.
Hey, Patrick. Just wondering, you mentioned OTAs and training camp. You guys have layer onto your playbook every year. I don't know whether you'll have new voices in the room with coaches or whatnot, but regardless, I know you guys will at least change up some things offensively. How will you keep up to speed on that? And obviously, you did this as a rookie. I just wonder if you might lean on that experience at all.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's just being in there, being in the room, being on the field as much as they'll let me, and then when I'm not able to take the reps, kind of getting those mental reps behind the play and seeing everything develop. The coaches will put me in the right position in order to do that, but I take it slow. But at the same time, I'll push to be out there as much as I can be. And so we have a great plan in place as far as kind of where we want to get to. But we have to let it all play out and kind of take it a day at a time, which it's been hard for me, but at the same time, it makes me get the best out of every single day.
We just haven't been able to talk to you since the injury for obvious reasons, but just wondering, what was that moment like for you on the field?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I knew something had happened, but once I was able to walk a little bit, I thought I might have a chance to kind of get back into the game. You kind of go into the tent, they do the test, and they want to take you back to the locker room, and so you don't know for sure and everything like that. But when I was able to move, I asked one of the doctors if I could get a brace and just finish the game, but they wouldn't let me. And so they obviously it kind of sunk in once the game ended, and then I was able to get the results from the MRI and stuff like that, which it's hard, but at the same time, you got to kind of flip the script fast, knowing that it's going to be a quick turnaround to get to this season. And so now it's just been motivating, trying to push myself to, like I said, as much as they'll let me push myself to be ready for next year.
We'll go next to Herbie T.O.P. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Patrick, Happy New Year. Sid, I'll have two quick questions here real quick. Patrick, you mentioned you're sort of eyeing OTAs, but like every year in April during the off-season workout program, you've attempted to bring the guys down there to Texas with you. How is this process going to affect what you normally do with your receivers?
I mean, I can't speak for what Coach Reed exactly is going to do, but I would expect us to kind of be here a little bit earlier, just with me already being here. I've talked to some of the receivers already. I mean, I think that's kind of the mindset that we have is we want to be in the building and getting back to it. And I mean, the thing about when you lose and you don't make the playoffs, you have a longer offseason than you usually have. And so I think guys are getting away right now, kind of getting their minds right, getting their bodies right. But guys are hungry to get back out there. I mean, it's hard to watch these playoff games. And so we'll be in the building, and you'll try to build that camaraderie that way, is just doing stuff around Kansas City, maybe taking to some Royals games or wherever that is, and try to build those relationships with those guys. And then being in the building, you'll be able to get the same work that you would have got kind of down there in Texas.
And Patrick, you mentioned this season. I'm sure you've had an opportunity now to actually look back at what has happened. What went wrong in 2025, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think just compounding mistakes. I mean, you make mistakes throughout a game. For myself, I look at some of the red zone interceptions I threw and kind of bigger moments in the third and fourth quarter of games. I mean, that's stuff that I hadn't done in the past. And so speaking for myself, just trying to be better in those moments. And then I think offensively we weren't consistent enough throughout games. We had stretches in games where we played good. We had stretches in the season where we played really good. But we got to be better, and that starts with me, and then it kind of has to feed throughout the entire offense. And so I think, like I said, guys are motivated. Coaches, players, we're all motivated to be better this next year. And like I said, it sucks watching these games. I mean, I want to be out there playing football, and especially at this time of year, it's the best time of year to play football. So they'll give us the motivation, hopefully, for us to come back stronger next year.
We'll go next to Todd Lebo.
Got a couple quick ones here as well. You know, Patrick, you mentioned the offense, just a couple things here and there, but does this feel like to you like there's just a couple little tweaks, or does there need to be some sort of kind of an overhaul to the offense? What sort of things do you think the offense needs to do here while you guys have a little extra time that you're not used to having?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to dive deep into that scheme evaluation and see what teams are seeing against us. I think the one part about having so much success is teams watch a lot of film on you, and so they try to have good game plans on how to combat what you do and what you've done well. And you saw that this year where teams were very conscious of some of the plays that we've hit for a long time, and so we have to find ways to counteract that and kind of go at teams and be able to utilize that and make more explosive plays. I think if we can get back to some of that stuff, as well as being consistent on a down-to-down basis, that'll be stuff that we got to continue to get better at. And I think there's minor tweaks, but at the same time, you got to look at the entire picture and see if we can be better at every single area. So we'll see where we get to after watching the film, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order to go out there and have success.
And it looks like you may lose your coordinator. Matt Nagy's taken some head coaching interviews and is not under contract next year. I mean, what did he mean to you these last few years and early on when you had him as well? If he's not going to be around, what will that be like?
Yeah, I mean, I love Coach Nagy, and he's done a lot of great things in my career to help me become the quarterback that I am. And I know that he's looking to take that step and get back to the head coaching spot, and I hope he gets another opportunity to do that. But he's a great man, a great person. It's been cool to see like the changes of him as a coach, as him going to be a head coach and coming back. But he gave me a lot of ideas to be better as a person, as a quarterback. And so I'm hoping the best for him as he goes through this head coaching process and he gets another opportunity to go out there and lead an organization.
We'll go next to Vahe.
Hey, Patrick, thanks for making time. Just a clarification first. Is your surgery more accurately called a repair or a reconstruction? Are you able to articulate that? Then I'll just have a follow-up.
Honestly, like both of them, I feel like mean the same thing. But I think what I got from my doctor that kind of cleared it up for me is obviously I had the ACL and the LCL, but everything else was clean. And so, like as bad as it was as clean as it could be. I found out there's a lot of little things that could happen around that knee that I had never even known. So I was lucky enough, God blessed me enough to not do some of those little things that could prolong the injury. So now it's just about rehabbing and getting the LCL and the ACL right, giving it time to rest. But at the same time, building up that strength so that whenever I am ready to go, I'm ready to go.
And just with that, you've talked so much already about how much you're pushing yourself. Is there any kind of balance or challenge to thinking about your urgency to get back versus, really thinking long term for your future years from now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's something that I have to think of. I think the coaches and the organization all has to think of. But at the same time, that's why they give me limits to where I can push it. It's like Dr. Cooper did. He described that to me. He said, I'll give you the limits of where you can push it to, and then it's up to you how far you want to push it to that limit. And knowing me, I'm going to push it to the exact limit every single day. And so there's places you can't go yet, which I want to, but I can't go yet. But at the same time, they're doing it for a reason, and that starts with Dr. Cooper and his team. That starts with Julie and Rick and all them in the training room, and it kind of feeds throughout the entire organization.
Thanks, Patrick.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen.
Hey, Patrick. You mentioned Julie. You've obviously worked with her a lot over the years. How important is that relationship when you're going through something like this?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important because what I've found out throughout this process is not every day is going to feel amazing. Like there's some days you're going to be sore, there's some days you're going to feel stiff, but you have to have someone that you trust that's going to get the best out of you, that's going to keep you safe, and someone that's going to push you. I think that's what's more than anything. It's some days I want to go in there and crush rehab. Some days I just want to get through it. She doesn't let you have the get through it day. She pushes you to be the best every single day, and it's been a different process kind of jumping right into working out like this. Like I always worked out, kind of built up throughout the off season, but it's been fun to at least be with people that care about me and that want to push me to be the best that I can be. And so I'm in that training room every single day, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm ready to go as quickly as possible.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick.
Patrick, I appreciate your time. And two questions for you. One, you mentioned, working with Julie and being here in Kansas City. Is your expectation that you're going to do the majority or all of your rehab on this knee here in Kansas City? And how do you imagine that working with the work that you also do with Bobby on your own?
Yeah, we've actually already had a good plan, and I've met with Julie and with Bobby and Rick and the whole team, and I'll be here mostly in Kansas City. There'll be times I will be in Dallas. I mean, just with meeting with Dr. Cooper and being with his team as well. But it's been great to see the collaboration with everybody, so that we have a plan for every single day that I have this off season, and you got to maximize all those days. And so a lot of it will be in Kansas City. There'll be times where Rick, Julie might be down in Dallas with Dr. Cooper helping me out there as well. But I'm doing whatever I can to maximize every day. So we have a good plan that we've talked through every single day of this entire offseason.
And with regards to Matt and the possibility he could leave you, what are the things that you want and that you like in having an offensive coordinator that are important to you, those traits? And is there anybody that is on your mind that you'd love to see as your offensive coordinator one day?
I mean, obviously there's names out there, but I think with especially how many vacancies there is at the head coaching job, you kind of have to let that all play out to see how you kind of build the staff. But I don't know Coach Reed, if Coach Nagy is able to get another job, a head coaching job, that he'll have a good plan of who he wants to bring in. But for me, I just want someone that loves football, that cares about football, that wants to give everything they can to win. to hold people accountable and then to bring new ideas every single day. I think that's something that we have to continue to do if you want to continue to be great in this league. Is you have to continue to evolve and get better and better, and that's something that we will try to do here. And I want to get back to that winning culture of being accountable to each other and going out there and playing great football every single day, practice or game.
We only have time for one more. We're going to wrap it up with Matt Foster real quick. Thank you, Patrick.
Pat, just real quick, we've talked a lot about the physical side and the challenges that come with a rehab like this, but how are you going about the mental toll that a serious injury takes like this? And again, wanting to push your body to certain limits, but you kind of have to take it back until it's ready to do what you want it to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely weighs on your mental a little bit. But for me, I think just having that goal in mind of trying to get better every day and knowing what I'm striving to do which is to be ready as quickly as possible and have a chance to play in that opening day game, no matter where it is, so that I'm there with my teammates and can be at training camp and doing what I need to do. I think that's kind of pushed me through some of those mental hurdles, and that, as well as having a great wife that is able to keep me involved with the kids, and the kids understanding that dad can't necessarily be the dad that I usually am, throwing them around the couches and stuff like that. But I'm there and I'm trying and doing stuff like that. I think that's been good for my mental, is just being around the kids and being around the family and having a lot of great people around me.
Thank you, Patrick. That's all we have for you.
Thank you all. Appreciate you.
All right, there it is, Patrick Mahomes, his press conference as we, listen in and find out that he's doing his rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, talking about the offense. Always trying to get better. Matt Nagy loves Matt Nagy.
Yeah, we did talk early on about scheme evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
So that jumped out to me. That's a public admission that you got to look at the scheme and see how he's talked about all the amounts of film that opposing teams look at. That sounds like a quarterback open to some alterations.
Yeah,
if not only open to it, but maybe looking for it.
And I don't think you hear him say that, knowing how professional he is, unless those are conversations that have already been had, either Andy Reid to him or him to Andy Reid.
Yeah.
That is something that's definitely in the cards for what's coming with the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, let's take a break. I don't want to get too far behind. We're at Golf Track. You come on out right here. Their Liberty location is open. Their grand opening is today, 2 to 7. Any current member or anyone who signs up for a membership by the end of this grand opening can enter to win a free fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value. Come on out. Got a lot of people checking their swing out. You got all the technology. You can be a better golfer. Also, just get some golf in when the weather is bad. It's a beautiful setup. It's right here at 152 and Booth, basically the southeast corner. We're right around the corner from the Sprouts, just a little bit to the west from the Sprouts. We'll take a break, come back, talk a little bit more about Patrick Mahomes, his first time talking to the media since he injured his knee. I think there's some, there for a while I was really checking the program picks. There's some pencil whipping going on. Going into last week, Pete was 3-2. That put him at 50. Kurtis was 2-3. That put him at 53. Okay, Pete is 3 back. I thought Pete was closer. Just defending the honor of Pete Enoch. I thought Pete was only 1 behind you, Kurtis. It's like you might be 3 behind. I don't know that I want to live in a world where I've lost to you 2 years in a row. On the program picks. That's
Nobody wants
to
be there.
No. We'll do our program picks coming up here in a little bit. Peter Yates Enoch will join us. We're at Golf Track. Great spot for you to come out and work on your game. The TrackMan Simulator technology, the very best technology in golf that is here. It's the same tech that the pros use. Get instant feedback on your swing. It also allows you to play hundreds of courses. So come on out, get a couple of buddies together, and play the courses that you want to play right here and improve your game. I'm looking at another one of the breakdowns. Like I said, 12 different analytical breakdowns of the swing just on this one screen I'm looking at on where the ball is struck, the velocity, the angle, launch angle, attack angle. Kurtis, something tells me most of your life your attack angles really sucked.
Not good. And
No.
really, at anything.
Yeah, I wasn't talking golf. I was talking in life.
Except food. Attack angle always on point. Trust me, at 4 o'clock you'll see my attack angle on some Tiki Taco.
Oh, the Tiki Taco truck will be here.
You won't need
at
any
4 o'clock.
screens.
No, no screen necessary.
It'll just be, hey, where's K-Dog?
Yeah.
Why is his face buried in that bowl of tacos?
Kyle, you can attest for this. Nobody can balance a larger mouthful of food on a spoon than Kurtis. Is that correct?
Yeah, and that giant-ass salad bowl he brings, it's impressive.
That's more for – I don't want to have to worry about spilling it when I mix it up. And let's get this big old bowl.
I do have your back on that. Mike Vrabel's here. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Boy, it does look like you.
Oh,
Holy
God,
smokes.
that's like the 10 years ago Mike Vrabel. That's awesome.
I'm sure he's not heard that 500 times.
Yeah, how many times have you heard that? Never? Oh, my God.
I've never seen someone who wasn't a celebrity look more like a celebrity.
You
That's
look like
crazy.
Mike Vrabel, like his 5th year with the Patriots.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And it looks like the young man has lifted a weight
yes,
or two,
true.
like Mike Vrabel.
He's seen the gym.
Yeah, his next trip to the gym won't be his first.
Triceps are pushing out the back of that whatever he's wearing.
He looks a lot like Mike Vrabel. But
I've actually eaten a salad at home out of a giant. I have a stainless steel mixing bowl.
What do you? An 80-gallon drum?
No, it's a big stainless steel mixing bowl, and I'll occasionally just drop it in there and just sit. Big old spoon like a Jethro.
I do agree. I like a well-mixed salad.
Yeah.
When a restaurant serves you a salad in the bowl and everything's falling out, that is annoying.
No,
I agree. Listen, we're at Golf Track. Come on out. Take advantage of this great technology. Get signed up for a membership. I've mentioned it. You could win yourself a $400 Scotty Cameron putter fitted to your game as well. All current members and any new members signed up today for the grand opening will be entered to win. You can find more at golftrack.com. That's golftrk.com. We're up here in the Northland, basically the southeast corner of 152 in Booth. We come back, we'll get some program picks, all the playoff games, the national championship game, also play Stump the Chumps coming up next.
All right, how many times in the Andy Reid era have the Chiefs been a road favorite in the postseason? Brought to you by La Feta Delicatessen.
It's a tradition as old as the game itself.
And that's why I like the Dayton Triangles, plus the 5.5 straight up over Kenton.
Picking the right side is not child's play.
It doesn't take a genius to realize that Houston's failed to cover their last 10 outings on away turf the week after scoring more than 3 touchdowns in a conference game.
Ooh, my little girls are the cutest thing.
You need a little help.
Geez, that information might have been a little more useful to me yesterday.
That's where he comes in.
This is my stone cold lock of the century.
All week. It's the program picks with Fat Jack.
Viva Las Vegas. Yes, indeed. Hour number 2 of the program begins right now. Kurtis and I on the road. We're at Golf Track. You can come on by. We're in Liberty. It's a grand opening here from 2 to 7. Any current member, anyone who signs up for a membership is entered to win a free Scotty Cameron fitted putter. That's $400 value. They'll fit it perfectly to your game, your size. Going to have Tiki Taco here in an hour. Wonderful Mexican food. Doing competitions on the simulators. You want to take a shot at the long drive? Mike Vrabel showed up a little bit ago. He's going to take a shot at it for
cow.
sure. He is,
I have never seen anybody.
I think here for the long drive.
I would think so.
Here for the long drive.
I would think so.
Winners.
There you go.
You'll get nothing, by the way, Kyle. You'll get nothing for the record. Should we win? Kyle just went and got us lottery tickets. Did you know that? Or not Kyle, excuse me. Kyle's just sitting there on the board.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't do anything.
Easton went and got us lottery tickets.
Yep.
Couple of winners, I think there.
You.
Yeah, I need it because I stink at the program picks of late. Now just 2 and 8 in my last 10. It's not going well. I will tell you that. In fact, I thought I was pretty good at that. I know I need help at golf. I can get that here at Golf Track. Great place. Like they got the TrackMan simulator technology, same tech that the pros use. Get feedback instantly on your swing. Also play some of the best courses in the world right here at Golf Track. You can learn more at golftrk.com or just stop on in. Southeast corner of 152 in Booth. If you want to GPS it, it's 8321 North Booth Ave. I tell you, it's going to show you a spot that's like right over by the Sprouts. We're really around the corner from the Sprouts, just a little bit to the west. So stop on by and say hello.
I know you're 2 and 8 over the last 10, but I think you're close. You're getting there.
I'm Jerome Tang close. That's good to know. That's good to know. Let's welcome Pete Enoch to the festivities. Pete, how are you, buddy?
What a great place you have out there. It's just fantastic. And, when I used to play in Colorado, and I played quite a bit, wasn't worth a damn, but when I played, I used to play, I still think of the days I played with Hale Irwin, who played, he played at CU, which was close to Estes Park, and he was obviously an All-American in football too, but he was a cranky guy. He only said 2 words to me all day when we played: "You're out."
Yeah.
And that is it.
That's probably about all you deserve, my friend.
Boy, could that guy. I mean, you can imagine what he did to that course out there. 6,000 yards, up 6,000 feet. And you can imagine that he damn near drove every green. I mean,
yeah,
he was a tremendous athlete, but boy, cranky guy.
Okay,
cranky guy. Well, everything's good here. You guys doing well out there? That's a great place out there, isn't it?
We are doing great. It's beautiful. It's a great setup. A lot of folks, out here hitting the balls, finding out where they are. The technology is amazing. I will say that. It is unbelievable.
Never had that when I was playing years ago.
No.
But boy, I'll tell you. Well, of course, we had a gutter perch a ball when I played. But it was, it's just such a great atmosphere out there and everything. It really, you can play all year round now.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. We can't pick all year round, though. We're coming down the stretch run. Last week, and maybe I'm happy, we should have quit 2 weeks ago. I was right there. I think I was one behind Kurtis, or I was tied with Kurtis, I think, even for the lead 2 weeks ago. I've fallen well off the pace. But we've got our last week of having all 5 games. We got the 4 playoff games and the national championship game. We welcome the expert, Fat Jack, from FatJackSports.com. Fat Jack, how are you, buddy?
We can pick all year round. I mean, you got your World Cup's coming, so I mean, if you want to pick all year round, this is the year to do it because our soccer stuff's going incredibly well. Also, last week everything won, guys. I mean, it was very, very good last week. Now this week, not a good start for the hoops, but last week football won, players props with 16-10, soccer won. There was no UFC, so everybody went deeper into profit. It just shows getting all the plays is always the way to go. Because you never know when these big runs are going to come. And when you sign up now, you get all the plays all year long. that are going to save you a ton of money versus going weekly or just signing up for this weekend, which is going to be a great weekend. I mean, it's not only from a spectator standpoint, but I've already released 5 plays on the games of the NFL and haven't sent out the college game yet, which is coming. So basketball, of course, going, soccer going all weekend. So it's going great. And I like you guys. If you're not improving your golf game right now, what do you do at laundry? I mean, get out there and do something. I mean, this is the time of year when you want to beat your buddies. You do that type of stuff in January and February. You don't show up, June 1st and decide that you're a better player.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And you are right. Hoops will be going. We'll go all the way through on the hoops. You got the bases that come around. I know you've got those on this side as well. So, yeah, we wrap up our football side, but there's still always action. FatJackSports.com, all the picks documented right there. You can see it. We've got the 5 games today. I've got to take a look. Hang on. I've got to go back to my phone here to look at the numbers because Kyle – Cheesy Poofs did not send us with sheets. We have got to open Miami and Indiana. The Hoosiers laying 8.5. The Broncos are now 1.5-point favorites over the Bills after the Bills opened as the favorite. Seahawks -7 as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And the New England Patriots are 3-point favorites over the Texans. That's in New England. The Rams, 3.5-point favorites at the Bears. We start this go-round with Peter Yates-Enoch. Pete, the college game, Miami, Indiana.
Boy, oh boy.
What say you?
This is a tough one to pick right here. I've liked Indiana for, as long as everybody else has all year and last year too. But you know what? I like that 8.5 points, so I'm going to take Miami in this one. I like them because they're mean and they're fierce, and so is Indiana. But I like that 8.5.
Okay. That brings us back to me. You're taking Miami in the 8.5. God bless. The money right now, 84% of the cash is on Indiana, 79% of the tickets. And I have read that and said you got to get on the other side of it. I had TCU against Georgia. I was a moron. I may regret this, but I just think this is a freight train you can't get in the way of. I don't know that I would play it, but I think you've got to play the Hoosiers or you got to get out of the way. I've got a pick here, so I'm going to take the Hoosiers. Give me Indiana for my pick on this one. Kurtis?
Yeah, I'm not going to overthink this. As you said, the Hoosiers are a freight train. I will not stand on those tracks. Indiana.
Yeah. Okay, Indiana there. I think Pete's going to end up in a really good spot. By the way, Pete was solo on one game last week. He won it, just to be clear. All right, Kyle, that takes us to you.
Luck returns. Give me IU.
Okay, he's on IU. Pete, the only one on the University of Miami, Fat Jack, where do you sit?
Yeah, you and Curtis both wanted to flip right now, for sure. I mean, Kyle, I don't think he cares. He just throws it out there and goes. But with now that you've said it, I think you're thinking, yeah, you know what? It's very easy to go ahead and lay the 8.5 or 9, play the freight train, don't get in front of all those types of things. But with all of the money, there's no value on Indiana at all. So they may win by 3 touchdowns, but I think that will be at the expense of turnovers by Miami. If Miami protects the ball and is able to run it half as well as they have in the past, I think this is a closer game than the number would indicate. Again, I haven't released this game yet. I'm most likely going to play the total. I'll give a whole scenario synopsis of why we have what we have. But just here as we're heading into the weekend, I lean toward Miami plus all those points. I just think there's too much value there.
Okay, he's on the U as well. Congratulations, Pete, on another victory.
0-5 for the K-Dog.
Yeah, I'm not looking good already. I wish I was going to take Miami, but I've done it so many times where it just looks so obvious. And, no, I'm crafty. I've got the other side. So we'll see. Fat Jack just chastising me, rubbing my nose in it there. Buffalo and
Ohio State got you all the way to the end doing exactly what you're doing. If you just played Ohio State and didn't look at anything else, you were great. So you're not always wrong doing what you're doing, for sure.
Yeah, you're right. Denver -1.5 at home against the Bills. I've got the lead on this one. I've been all about Buffalo, that they're the team. And then I take a look at the numbers, and 54% of the cash, but 63% of the tickets. When the cash is lower than the tickets, that always concerns me. I think the whole world is ready for Buffalo. It's the Josh Allen story. It's their time. But it's not necessarily their time. They have to go play a football game. McDermott always gags it somewhere. Why wouldn't he do it here? I was all set to pick Buffalo, but I'm on the other side now. Give me Denver. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with the Broncos. Curtis?
When the Broncos were dogs, I noted that 5 of the last 6 teams to be a home dog in the divisional playoffs won outright. whatever drove the number the other way, it doesn't move me off that theory. It makes me want to barf, but I'll take Denver.
Doesn't move him off the theory, even though the theory doesn't apply.
I mean, just whatever, to me, whatever changed it, I'm like,
I know.
There's something there, so.
Just wanted to take a shot.
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't think that changed because the line moved.
You haven't figured this out yet? I'm going to take a shot no matter what you say.
True story.
Kyle, where are you?
I'm going to break the trend here. I'm going to go Buffalo. I'm going to take Josh Allen and the experience in the playoffs here. Denver, that defense, obviously very tough, but Bo Nix is a guy I just can't trust to get it done in the playoffs yet. Give me Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
All right, Peter Yates-Enoch.
I'm going to the Broncos don't have the home field advantage that they had when John Elway was there. But with that in mind, I still like the Broncos with that 1.5, and God knows the Bills, the QB's ready to do it, but I'm going to take the Broncos.
All right, three of us on the Broncos. Kyle on his lonesome island. What was it? What was the spiel we had last week about him being on the island?
I can't remember.
Fat Jack,
No,
are you on that island with him?
Yeah, we were getting intimate with your leg for a while, and then we also, you were on the side with just nobody else. You were trying to make fire or water with me most of the time because I spent a lot of time on going contrarian to what the general public was on this show last week as well. And I'm not going to break that up. You know, teams off a bye since 2003. We talk about the bye in college football, but really in the NFL, it hasn't been great either. They're only covering about 43% of the time, 33, 44, and 1 against the spread in this divisional round. So you come off a bye, you normally don't get it done. I think the right team was favored to begin with. It obviously bothers me. All these matchups, none of these teams are Kansas City for the last 5 years. None of these teams are Philadelphia, where you don't see a lot of weaknesses in one. They all have some weaknesses. And Denver, one of theirs is an experience on offense, and they've played a whole lot of teams. Buffalo does get Josh Allen. I'm not sure he's going to throw it to. They're down another wide receiver. But Buffalo, number one in the league running the football, and that's where teams have had trouble doing against Denver. They haven't been able to run it, so they haven't been able to run play action and stay ahead of the chains. Buffalo's number one in the league in the run. I think they will have some success running it. Because of that, I think the right team was favored when the line opened. Give me the Bills plus a 1.5 now.
Okay, all right. There
I hope
it
he's
is.
right.
Yeah,
I'll take that loss.
I will take the loss
for Denver
as well.
to be done in round one.
We really want Denver out. We went through a whole spiel the beginning of the week, Fat Jack, on what team Chiefs fans it's okay to root for, and it is not the Denver Broncos. I can tell you that.
I have a good friend that is a huge Broncos fan. He grew up in Denver, and he is.
Oh, do we lose Fat Jack?
Good friend in Denver.
This will be a problem. Well, let's see if we can get Fat Jack back there, Kyle. Put him on hold.
Yep, give me a second.
We'll see if we can get Fat Jack. We lost him there for a second, so we'll see if we can get the Guru.
We knew he had a good friend in Denver.
He's got a friend in Denver.
Denver stinks.
At least we got to the bottom of that.
Denver stinks. I mean, it's the town itself. I lived there. Kansas City has it over Denver so much, it's not even close. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, does Seattle have it over San Francisco? The Seahawks are 7-point favorites. Kurtis.
Only things I can see, 49ers 8-2 against the spread on the road, while the Seahawks are 4-4 at home, plus Kyle Shanahan coaching his 14th postseason game. Mike McDonald his first. Seahawks to win, 49ers to cover.
Ooh, okay. Kyle.
You may still be trying to get a hold of
Jack. We'll skip Kyle and go to Pete. Pete, what do you got?
I kind of I agree with Kurtis on that deal. I mean, because I think the 49ers, because of their experience, I don't even know what the Seahawks are doing. I mean, I don't even know I haven't seen them play this year. I don't know what the hell they're doing in the playoffs, but I'm going to take 49ers this game only because of their experience.
Okay. Kyle, where are you on the 49ers and Seahawks?
Now, I felt good. I picked San Francisco last week, and I felt real good about it. I don't trust Sam Darnold yet. I think in the league this year, he was among the league leader of turnover-worthy throws. Give me the Niners. They can keep this game within 7.
Okay, he's on the Niners. That gives me the opportunity to take the Seattle Seahawks. By the way, I am doing this largely because you guys are all on the Niners and because there's more tickets on the Niners. I think it's getting a little bit overplayed, the rest thing. I think Seattle's got the better defense. I know San Francisco made a great effort, and I do like the idea of teams that are playing, keeping the momentum going. But I think the 49ers threw everything into that last game. They are a banged and battered team, and the Seahawks are not. I'm going to take Seattle on this one. I may be coaching it and may pay a price for it instead of picking it, but I'm on the Seahawks. Fat Jack, where are you?
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you I had a friend in Denver. No point to it, so. Just to let you know I knew somebody in Denver. So San Francisco, Seattle, I think these teams know each other so well, and they come from the same division, and San Francisco's had kind of the formula for keeping Seattle out of the end zone. They've only given up 13 points per game over the last 2 times they played each other. Super familiar with Seattle, and I think Sam Darnold is a little bit overrated. They're a 2-point conversion away from having to take the Rams' path to the playoffs, so I think that they're a little overvalued being the 1 seed. Give me San Francisco plus all those points.
Oh, my God. This is not going well.
Did we get
for
Bills
me.
and Broncos from Jack? Did he say they're Denver?
Buffalo.
He said Buffalo. Yeah, we got it for him.
Buffalo, okay.
Pull over. I'll drive.
I'm sorry. Well, you are driving.
Whoever you guys don't have, that's who we've got. We're out there making friends with one person. So just whoever the 3 are on, I'm going to go the other way, it sounds like to say.
So far, whoever I have, you're on the other side, and I'm not liking the way things are going here. All right, Texans at the Patriots. The Patriots are 3-point favorites. Kyle, get off your butt and make the first pick.
Every time we've had the Patriots on the program picks here, I've talked about their soft schedule. The Texans' defense is not a defense. I don't think the Patriots have really faced a defense as tough as them this year. But I'm going to keep the faith with Drake May. Give me New England.
Oh, God. I'm already on a makeshift handwritten sheet here, and you're making me cross things out with the cutback there on your pick. All right, Pete, who do you got?
2 words on this one: Texans. Sit. No, I mean, it just Texas. Their defense is just really good, and so I'll take the Texans. Yeah.
Pete takes Hugh Stun.
I
will be on
Pauly Shore.
Stun, buddy. That is a dated reference and obscure for even those of us old enough to get it. New England. I'm on the Pats. Mike Vrabel came out today to take part here at Golf Track, and if he's going to come all the way in here, that's a man who knows his team's ready to play.
Absolutely.
He didn't really come here, but it is a guy who looks a lot like Mike Vrabel.
Crazy.
That's here. But I am on the Patriots. I'm going to take him. I think Vrabel's an absolute stud, and I hate it. I think he's going to win championships there in New England. He's got the quarterback. I'm on the Pats. C.J. Stroud is not that good. The quarterback advantage is big on the New England side. Give me the Pats. Kurtis, please get on the Texans.
Make me want to change.
Drake May seems unflappable, and he hasn't faced what he's going to face in this one, but C.J. Stroud has been flappable, and he's facing a really good defense as well. I'm going to take New England.
Oh, my God. And here comes Fat Jack to say this is where you hold your nose and take Houston, isn't it, Jack?
Well, the problem is New England's been sacked 47 times this year and 5 again last week, and I'm not sure how they generate offense with this Houston defense. So if Houston does continue to turn the ball over, then they're not going to win. But if they play the turnovers even, I think this is a lower-scoring game. That leads me to the underdog. Don't love Nico Collins being in concussion protocol, but I do think this is a kind of 13-12 type game, or something really, really close and low scoring. Houston's won the last 4 games as an underdog, only allowing 15 points per game in those games. So I'm going to lean toward Houston plus the points, and basically just a low scoring game that has some value on the underdog.
All right, last game, Rams 3.5-point favorites in Chicago against the Bears. Pete, what say you?
The Bears just stink. I'm sorry. I don't even know what they're doing in this. I just don't know what they're doing in this. The Rams, I think, play pretty good football, and I know that sounds like an understatement or an overstatement, but I'm going to take the Rams in this. The Bears just, I don't know. I just don't care for them.
By the way, I am smelling an 0-5. I am on the Rams as well. I just think the Bears are a flawed team. Their comebacks are going to fall short at some point. I think the Rams are the team to do that to them. Their defense isn't that good. I think the Rams should be able to go up and down the field. Caleb Williams had some great moments, but he's also capable of having some bad moments. I might be catching this at the wrong time, but I think the Rams are favored and laying that hook for a reason. Give me the Rams minus the 3.5. Cletus?
Yeah, I think the Magic has to run that for the Bears at some point. Best offense in the league against the 29th ranked defense. The cold might put a little bit of a damper on it, but I'm still on the Rams.
This is awful. You're gonna. I say this every year. You're picking in front of me next year.
Right.
That's it. Enough of this.
I'm reading off a screen that's 2 feet from your face the entire time.
No, you're cheating. I can tell. Kyle, what do you got?
I think this is when the Bears' magic runs out. Give me the Rams.
Oh, my God, this is a nightmare. Well, here comes a Bears 30-point win. Fat Jack, we're all on the Rams. That's usually not a good sign. What do you think about this last game?
Well, it's hard to play Chicago if you just look at the X's and O's. They do it typically with winning turnover margin. You can't rely on that. They've been the cardiac kids coming back late, winning one-score games. Can't count on that. You do have the first-ranked scoring offense in Los Angeles at 30 points per game, against the 23rd scoring defense in the game, only allowing 24 points per game. They're giving up 24 points per game. So it says LA is going to score. Can Chicago keep up? Nobody trusts Caleb Williams to be able to keep up with Matt Stafford. The big X factor, the 12th man, is the weather. Stafford not good in cold weather. 1-9 straight up when it snows, rains, that type of stuff. Only 16 touchdowns and 11 interceptions in those games. But if he turns it over, they're going to lose because they can't go on the road and turn it over. But if turnovers are even, which is what we have to look at, I will take the Rams here as well. If you listen to this segment all year long, you've got at least an 18-1 ticket on the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I'll be advising all the clients on how to handle that. Just spoiler alert, 3X is where we're going to end here. So if you bet $100 to win, that'd be what, $100 to win $1,800. Bet $300 on Chicago on the money line this week. We did not hedge it back last week. We're lucky to get to this round. But all of those futures bets other than Tampa Bay has generated extra profit for all my clients and frankly, faithful listeners to this segment and this show. FatJackSports.com. Only $129 is going to get you at least five plays in the NFL this weekend. You get the national championship game with a breakdown. You also get prop bets for free. There were 16-10 last week for those weekend clients, and they went out for free. FatJackSports.com. Sign up today. Get the season through the 2027 Super Bowl. It's about $60 a week, and you can pay out the service fee over 9 months. Sign up today and win this season at FatJackSports.com.
Fat Jack, you're the man. We appreciate it. Great stuff. Stay hot, and we will talk to you again next week.
All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, there he goes, Fat Jack from FatJackSports.com. All the picks documented. You can see him right there. He has been outstanding. He's great on the hoops as well. When we get into the baseball, he does a great job on the baseball as well. Like I said, all the picks documented right there at FatJackSports.com. All the golf swings improved right here at Golf Track. Come on out. Grand opening now until 7 o'clock. Any current member or anyone who signs up for a membership by the end of the grand opening can enter to win a free fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value. We got the Tiki Taco truck coming here at 4 o'clock. You can enjoy that. Plus, they got a longest drive closest to the pin competition. You can win all kinds of great Golf Track merch. If you want to learn more, go to golftrk.com. That's their website, golftrk.com. If you want to stop by in person, 8321 North Booth Ave. If you're going to GPS it, we're here in the Northland at Golf Track.
The program with Soren Petro.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Weekdays from 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
All right, listen up, Kansas City. You know there's always great savings at your neighborhood hen house. You can always check henhouse.com to find great savings on things like the Conecuh smoked sausage. That's right. You can save $1 right now on the Conecuh smoked sausage. Select varieties, 16 ounces, just $5.99. How about the best tasting chicken breasts around? That's right. Hen house chicken breasts win taste test all the time. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, only $2.99 a pound. You can save $1.30 per pound. How about saving $3 per pound on pork tenderloin? It's sold full and at Cryovac. It's only $2.99 a pound. We like to buy a couple. Get one on the dinner table tonight, and then get one in the freezer for whenever we need it. And, of course, the seafood selection, incredible at your neighborhood hen house. The most underrated part of the meat counter is the seafood. Sea Best Sway Fillets, 10 ounces, only $3.99 a pound. Check all these specials and more at henhouse.com. They're all good through January 25th, so you can take advantage of it this weekend. And don't forget, the delicatessen has you covered. If you're having everybody over for a big spread, whether it's the party trays or even the whole meal, hey, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You want a romantic meal for two? You can get it at Hen House. They'll do all the cooking. You enjoy all the loving at Hen House. Go right now, henhouse.com. Serving Kansas City for more than 100 years and now 100% teammate owned.
Men, if one of your resolutions this year is to feel better, stronger, and more like yourself again, it may be time to look at your testosterone levels. Feeling exhausted, unfocused, gaining weight, or not seeing results in the gym are often signs of low testosterone, not just getting older. Heartland Men's Health are experts in treating low T and other men's health conditions, helping men across Kansas City get their edge back. With treatment, many men notice improved energy, clearer thinking, better sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive within just a few weeks. You can even start by taking a quick low T quiz at heartlandmenshealth.com to see if symptoms apply to you. Your initial appointment is only $99. That includes lab work, testosterone, and PSA testing, and a consultation with a licensed medical provider. If you start testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, that visit becomes free. Heartland Men's Health has convenient locations in North Kansas City, Overland Park, and Independence. Do not wait another year to feel better. Call 844-447-6600 or visit heartlandmenshealth.com today.
Hey Missouri, Trent Green here. Did you know betting with Caesars Sportsbook can unlock perks like seeing your favorite teams live?
Yes, indeed, we roll on here. We're at Golf Track here in the Northland. GolfTRK.com if you want to check it out online. Check out a Scotty Cameron putter. It could be yours. $400 fitted Scotty Cameron putter. Going to give it away, whether you're a current member or a new member signing up today. You'll be entered in to win that Scotty Cameron putter. Tiki Tacos are going to be here with their taco truck. That's coming at 4 o'clock. And competition's going on right now, closest to the pin. Longest drive. You can come out and play some of the most famous courses around. Bethpage Black, Pebble Beach. I think I'd like to play Pebble Beach.
Be cool.
Like one of the picturesque.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
I wonder if I need to go find out if they have a Canapali.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be big too.
Opens up the season always, so that would be a good one.
No, I don't even play golf, and I'd love to go to Pebble Beach I just walk the course.
Yes. Going to be brutal weather coming up this weekend. If you want to work on your game, work on your swing, get over here to Golf Track. Like I said, GPS it. It's 8321 North Booth Ave. You can stop in and say hello. You can get signed up and bring your clubs. There's a lot of people enjoying it, and all the analysis you could want. The TrackMan simulator, the very latest, greatest technology. It is here at Golf Track, golftrk.com if you want to find it online. Time for a little Stump the Chumps. If you provide a final Chumps question to Kyle, send it to Kyle at 810WHB.com, Kyle at 810WHB.com. If we use it, you are going to get a free oil change at Big O Tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Don't forget financing to handle every possible budget. Also, shuttles that will pick you up and take you home. Big O Tires, the best when it comes to keeping you safe on the road. They always do an inspection every time, a multi-point inspection with every service to make sure that your car is safe on the road. Find one of the 13 locally owned and operated Big O Tires that's closest to you by going to BigOTires.com. Petro, Seaboldt, Collier, Peter Yates Enoch with us for program picks, and now we're joined by Todd Lebo as well for a little Stump the Chumps. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Totally ready. Yeah. Fired up.
Fired up.
Yes.
Fired up and ready.
Let's get fired up.
I did want to tell Kurtis, though. I did want to tell Kurtis, you better have $450 with you if you want to play Pebble.
Well, you want to play 18 holes or just 9? Because I think it's closer to like $700 more.
$700 now.
Oh, yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. Go to
Curtis
golf
said-
track instead. It's
Yes,
better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Curtis said he just wants to walk the course.
Which means in a cart.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Or
like,
walk to the cart and ride the course.
third or fourth hole, you're like, all right, I've
First
seen
hole.
enough.
We drove out there once when I was out
get
there.
from the tee to the green on 1.
And we were going to maybe stop and like eat in the clubhouse. We went out and walked around and walked over to 17. And we looked at the clubhouse menu and said, "Nah, we'll move up the road." We weren't gonna eat.
Oh, yeah. The meal there is real expensive,
Yeah.
too.
Man, give me a $40 sandwich.
bet.
No.
I'll bet.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
All right, here we go. You ready, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to go with this one in honor of the NFL playoffs and the obscurity that is the Houston Texans. I just want you to name me any one. Oh, let me get my scorecard up here. I'm having to hold my computer over here so Curtis can't see.
He would never cheat.
Well, no, it's just that like I now
Yeah.
I got my eye appointment next week. I've got rather large type. It's pretty tough. He wouldn't even have to try.
It's a bitch getting old, buddy.
Yeah, I know I am. So I'm trying to be somewhat coy here. Name me any one of the 22 players the Houston Texans have selected in the first round
Lebo.
of the
Curtis.
NFL draft. I heard Curtis and then Lebo.
Andre Johnson.
Dang.
Andre Johnson is not one of them. It's surprising. No, he's definitely one of them. He the number 3 overall pick in 2003. Yes, Todd.
Carr.
Curtis.
David Carr
Yeah.
is there, a 1-1.
If he's there, it means Schwab isn't. Is that correct?
He's not there.
Matt Schwab was like a 5th
Lebo.
or 6th or 7th round pick. Curtis is in before Todd.
J.J. Watt.
Oh, dang it.
J.J. Watt is definitely a first-round pick. Yes, Todd.
I withdraw because that
Curtis.
was my guy.
Okay. Go ahead, Curtis.
Mario Williams.
Yeah.
Mario Williams is
Lebo.
definitely there. That's another 1-1. Good job out of you, Curtis. Todd.
Was Jadeveon Clowney their pick?
Jadeveon Clowney was. That's
Okay.
another 1-1 for the Houston Texans. I'm noticing a theme here. Curtis.
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, there we go.
C.J. Stroud is a 1-2.
Lebo.
There's another high pick for him. Did I hear Pete?
No, you didn't.
It's
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. Lebo, did I hear that?
Will Anderson. That's same. It was in Kansas City.
Will Anderson was a 1-3.
Yes.
Yep, there you go. Good job there, Todd
Jesus.
Curtis.
Derek Stingley Jr.
Derek
Lebo.
Stingley Jr. is a 1-3.
I'm done.
Noticing the propensity to pick very high.
Yes.
I got Laramie Tunsil, right? Was that the
Laramie Tunsil was drafted by the Miami
Dang
Dolphins
it.
with his gas mask
Dang
and then
it.
traded to the Texans. That's wrong. Let's see. There's a former chief, a guy who would go on to be a chief as an edge. There is a guy who would go on to be the chief. Yes.
Was Charles Omenihu a first-round pick?
He
Of
was
the
not.
Texans? Okay.
No, he was not. There's
All right.
a future chief wideout. Okay. Didn't get it. Here's who you missed. You missed Jason Babin. That was the
Yeah,
former
that's the
edge.
guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Dwayne
Oh,
Brown,
yeah.
Brian Cushing, Will Fuller, Kenyon Green, DeAndre Hopkins,
Oh, boy.
Titus Howard, Kareem Jackson, Kevin Johnson, Travis Johnson, Whitney Marcellus, Amobi Okoye, who I thought was going to be good, Dunta Robinson, and do you remember a guy? I mean, if you were in the massage business, you of course would remember Deshaun Watson,
Yeah.
going.
Gosh, how do we miss
I
one?
remember
112.
one out of that whole bunch.
You've heard of him, no?
DeAndre Hopkins is the only guy I've even heard of.
Oh, you've heard of DeAndre, Deshaun
come
Watson
on.
and C.J.
Well,
Stroud?
yeah.
Come
Give me
on,
a break.
Oh,
please.
that's right. I mean, I was talking about the
Stop
ones
with your
that were
foolishness.
All right, Curtis.
All right, this is, I'm not going to feed too much, only 10 answers to this.
Oh, God.
Since 1970, 10 different schools have won their first AP College Football National Championship.
Petro.
Lebo.
Soren.
Enoch.
Florida.
Florida, 96. Todd.
Petro.
Auburn.
Auburn, yes, they were the last to do
Okay,
it.
Pete, and then me.
So 70, Auburn won it in 56.
No, since 1970.
Not the AP.
Yeah, not the AP.
Brigham Young.
BYU, 84.
Florida State.
Florida State, 93.
Lebo. Nebraska.
Todd. Nebraska, 70.
Enoch.
They were the first to do it. Pete.
Indiana.
They ain't won yet.
No, they
yet.
haven't won the AP.
They've won.
Since 1970 we're doing?
Yeah, since 70, 10 different schools have won their first AP College.
Petro,
Lebo.
Clemson.
Clemson,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Todd.
I was going to
Good
say
job,
Clemson.
sir. Good job.
There's a Big 8 former, now
Lebo.
current Big 8 team. Big 12 team.
Colorado.
Yes. Colorado, 90.
God.
You got an ACC.
Lebo. How about
Ten,
University of Miami?
Petro.
Miami,
83.
Damn,
Sorry.
Lebo. I was going Miami.
Lebo.
Got a Big Ten and SEC.
Washington.
In fact, nope.
Because they won the
were
other side.
UPI. These two teams actually played once for a national championship.
You said a Big Ten. Lebo, Penn State.
Petro, Penn State.
Penn State in 82.
Wait, who got it? He didn't. Who got me?
I
got it.
Lebo.
Okay.
I said Lebo. You can have the point,
said
Petro.
Petro.
If Kyle
He
was
gave
here,
it to
he'd
me.
cheat for you anyways. I'm not worried about it.
I just hear him loud.
What do we got a clue on it?
SEC.
Petro,
Florida,
Georgia, Herschel
Georgia.
Walker.
That's
Florida.
it.
That's it.
You cleared the clock.
Bang.
We did it. Good job, Pete. We got
It's a
one.
good category.
But think about that. That's went back to 70, only 10.
New champions.
And one of them was Nebraska in 70.
That's what's at stake here
It's
with
hard
Indiana
to get,
having a
hard
chance
to get
win
into
it.
that club.
Yeah.
Indiana.
Well,
right,
but
Todd.
did you say that Auburn didn't win one?
Before,
They won.
not
They
an
didn't win the
AP.
AP. They won the
I see.
Whatever the
Okay.
the Helms
pro
Trophy.
football or pro
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
football
I shouldn't have
writers
said Helms.
number.
All right, you ready? A lot of answers,
Yes.
Pete. Wake up. This is for you.
Todd, bite me.
Now, here we go. Since I was born in 1970, that's Curtis's year there,
Christ,
too, in
I was old
1970,
then.
the Steelers have had 3 head coaches. All right?
Okay.
You don't have
Yeah.
to name them because there's only
Oh,
3.
God, here we go. Are we going to go Browns? Or
We're
what are
going
we
to
doing
go.
here?
I want you to name me someone who coached at least one game. So there's interims in there, but they have to have coached a game for the Jets.
Petro.
Petro.
Curtis.
Bill Parcells.
Bill
Petro.
Parcells. But Curtis is in and then Pete's in.
Weeb Eubank.
Weeb Eubank. All right,
Thank
Petro
you.
or
Enoch,
Pete, you're in?
Quit, Pete.
Walt Michaels.
Walt Michaels. There you go. Petro.
Al Groh.
Al Groh. Not many games, but he
Enoch.
did.
Yeah.
Curtis is in and then Pete.
Rich Kotite.
Rich Kotite, then Pete.
Lou Rimkus.
Curtis.
No Lou Rimkus. I think Petro, then Curtis.
No, it's
Oh,
Curtis.
it's Curtis?
Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz, not many, but he made
Curtis.
got a couple.
Oh,
Curtis.
God, I'm drawing a blank here.
And Curtis wrote this.
Petro.
Petro.
Herm Edwards.
Herm,
Yeah,
there we
good
go.
one.
You play to win the game. There's some other old guys here.
What
Pete.
was that jackass's name? I was looking at the
Curtis.
Curtis.
Adam Gase.
Yeah,
Adam Gase.
that's
When the
it.
first
I'm
coach
trying to
of the
think. Oh, Curtis.
Yeah.
Joe Walton.
Joe Walton.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, could you anyone name the coach who's the coach right now?
Petro, Aaron Glenn.
There we go.
Thank
That's
you.
Fantastic.
Petro, Robert Salah.
There you go.
Oh, man.
There's another old guy or two there, Pete. Come on, give me
but
the 70s.
I can't think of who's back there. Who?
Petro, Walt Corey.
No. He was an assistant. I'm not going to give any hints. You guys got enough of them.
Oh, no. Give us some hints,
Guys,
clown.
one guy won a Super Bowl. Not with
Petro.
them. Yeah.
Oh, not for them.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick.
No, he didn't coach a game.
He didn't coach a game.
It was
Pete Carroll.
Pete
You didn't
Carroll.
get it. The buzzer
Damn it.
win. Okay, so older guys: Charlie Winter, Ken Shipp, Mike Holovac.
Oh, Holovac.
There you go. Pete Carroll, Rich Kotite. We got Eric Mangini, Rex Ryan, Todd Bowles, and there was a guy named Jeff Olbrich who got to be an interim after Salah.
Oh, yeah, I remember Jeff Olbrich.
Yeah, there you go. That's only 20.
Olbrich wasn't it his kid who did the Dion call?
Yeah, I
Did
think so.
Or
Or
Sanders call?
That's right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, Pete, what do you got?
Okay, boys, the Bears and the 49ers in action this weekend. Both teams selected future Hall of Famers with their very first pick in franchise history. Who are these two players?
Curtis.
Petro.
Sid Luckman.
Nope.
Y.A. Tittle?
He was the Bears. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Y.A.
No,
Tittle?
49ers.
Well, that's what you said. Bears are 49ers,
oh,
right?
No, it's not.
It wasn't their first pick.
I'm sorry, it wasn't their first pick. Yeah, he was, but
Lebo,
not-
Jay Berwanger.
No, that was 36. He decided not to play.
He was a Bears pick, though, right?
Yeah.
49ers.
49ers and the Bears.
Petro, Bob St. Clair.
That's what I was going to
Good
say.
job.
Dang it, that was
Bob
that big
St.
white
Clair, but
dude.
it's
Oh, I
wrong.
get it?
That's
Nice.
wrong? It's wrong?
No.
Oh, it's wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what'd you tell me?
That was a hell of a good job, though.
Good job, but it's wrong.
Curtis. John Brody. It's probably
no.
too late.
We'll see you, Mike.
Good luck, Coach.
One had a
Lebo,
Notre Dame
George
connection.
Hallis.
Nope. One had they came late. They came late. Bears started in 22. 49ers came much later.
I
What's
don't
the
even know
answer?
when the draft. I have no idea on these.
Well, one was had a Notre Dame big
Well,
time
just tell us the
connection.
answers. Buzzer was.
Joe Stridlehar,
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the four
God.
horsemen. and Leo Nomalini, the other tackle.
Leo Nomalini.
Yeah.
I actually should have guessed Leo
Well,
Nomalini.
I said
He was
good
on so many
job.
NFL films. I
That
didn't
was
know
a
he was
damn
an
good
old
guess,
49er.
though. That was a good guess, man.
God.
Just
I
not
probably
quite
should have
good
got-
enough, though. Yeah, that
Pretty
was.
good
I feel
guess,
bad
though.
about not getting Leo Nomalini. I
Well,
will tell you
that was a good guess, though. It really was.
Yeah. All right. As we make the turn, Pete at 200, Todd at 700, Kurtis at 1,000, and I'm at 1,000.
All right.
So here we go. We turn for home, and this is what I'm looking for. Is I just want you to name me any one of the 23 players. 23 players, Pete. Lock in. Running the football. More than 1,000 yards rushing in the NFL. There are 23 players that came from the U.
Lebo.
Who have rushed for at least 1,000 yards in the NFL. We'll go Todd, and then Pete, and then Kurtis.
Edgerrin James.
Edgerrin James is number 2 on the list at 12-2. Pete, yes.
Gore, Frank Gore.
Lebo.
Frank Gore's number 1 on the list at 16,000 even. Good job there. Kurtis, you're next up.
O.J. Anderson.
O.J. Anderson is
job.
over 10,000. He's number
job.
3 on the list at 10-2. Yep.
Clinton Portis.
Clinton
good
Portis. I didn't
job,
hear
man.
a Todd,
No,
but
I was
I'm going to
in.
give it to you.
I was
Good
in.
job.
Give it to you.
Lebo.
Okay, Todd. We got a Kurtis up next.
Chuck Foreman.
Chuck
good job,
Foreman
man.
is number 6 at almost 6,000. Todd.
Willis McGahee.
Nice.
Willis McGahee. Yeah, that's your second, right, Todd? I think
Yeah.
I gave Kurtis's to
Kurtis.
you. Okay.
Lebo.
Curtis.
Lamar Miller.
Lamar Miller's number 7 at 5,900. Todd.
Did Alonzo Highsmith get to 1,000 yards?
Alonzo Highsmith at 1195. He sure did. Good job out of you, Todd. He makes the cut. Lebo.
Bratton, he was the dude in the 80s. I don't know if he
Melvin Bratton did not make it.
Okay.
And I'm doing a great job because I
Curtis.
forgot to alphabetize these. So, Curtis.
Yeah, me
Cleveland
too.
Gary.
Cleveland Gary did not get there.
dang.
There's another guy, another old dude.
I said 1,000 yards rushing. I didn't say they had to be running backs.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Lebo, Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly is there, and so is Cleveland Gary. I just found him. So give me one there. One more for Todd.
Lebo. There's no way Vinny got there. Vinny Testaverde into 1,000.
Vinny Testaverde had 1,661 yards. You bet he got there. There you go, Todd.
2,000 carries to get there.
Yeah, probably. I have Todd for 5 and Kurtis for 4, and Pete for 1. Pete Banaszak, Gus Edwards, Tom Sullivan, Don Bossler, Albert
Bossler.
Bentley, Duke Johnson, former Chief Donnell Bennett,
the bowling
Najee
ball with razor
Davenport,
blades.
Woody Bennett, Keith Griffin, Warren Williams, and James Jackson, the others
Should've
to
got
do it
Donnell.
from the U. Okay, Kurtis, what do you got?
All right, NFL playoffs. 2,000 career postseason passing yards without a Super Bowl win.
NFL. 2,000 career postseason yards without a Super Bowl win. Petro.
Lebo.
Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton.
Lebo.
Petro.
Yes.
I think I'm in.
Yeah, Lebo's
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly, yes.
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny Testaverde.
No?
Jeez.
No.
yards.
Okay, Petro. Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, yes.
Lebo.
And you
Petro.
said 2,000 yards?
Jeff Garcia.
2,000 career postseason passing yards.
I'm in.
Jeff Garcia.
Todd.
No, Soren.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Enoch.
Pete.
Steve DeBerg?
No.
Oh, hell, I'm on fire.
Petro. Danny White.
Danny White. Nice. Let's see. There's Eagle.
Petro. Ron
Charger.
Jaworski.
No.
Lebo.
Ooh.
Soren, Lebo.
Enoch.
Dan Fouts.
Dan Fouts.
Oh, good, Todd.
Lebo.
Enoch.
Eagle. Pete.
More McNabb.
Donovan.
Yes, Donovan
Oh,
McNabb.
good
There's-
job.
There's another Eagle.
One. Yeah, thank you.
Another
Let's
Eagle.
see. There's a Falcon, a Charger, a couple
Lebo.
Chargers.
Petro.
Or one Charger.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Charger.
Lebo. Phil Rivers.
Mostly an Oiler.
Petro.
Colt.
Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
Lebo. Warren Moon.
Warren Moon.
Ooh, good, Todd.
Yep. Got a Colt, a Seahawk.
Oh, Lebo.
Enoch.
Petro.
Peyton
Andy
Manning.
Luck get there?
Oh,
Andrew Luck.
Manning
Oh,
won.
good job. I was gonna.
Did anybody else get in before the buzzer cut?
No. I said my name. I'll take a shot at the Seahawk. Jim Zorn.
Nope.
No.
The three you missed.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Matt
didn't it?
Hasselbeck.
Damn it.
Jared Goff.
Oh, yeah.
Randall Cunningham.
That's the Eagle.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
What are you looking at me for?
So you're doing a good job.
What do you got?
All right,
What do
so
you
the
got,
U,
Todd?
the U is playing Indiana on Monday night on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Just name me any quarterback who passed for at least 5,000 yards at the University of Miami. 5,000 yards. Petro's in.
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny is in.
Petro.
Enoch, then Petro.
Fernando, whatever is Mendoza.
No,
He's
not
in
Indiana. Miami.
Oh, Miami.
5,000 yards.
Petro, I'm going
George
Gino
Myra.
Torretta.
Gino Torretta is in. Pete's in.
George Myra.
Petro.
George Myra did not get there. He was close. Petro, then Kurtis.
Bernie Kosar.
Bernie Kosar, correct. Kurtis.
Craig Erickson.
Craig Erickson is correct.
Petro. Walsh.
Give me a name. No, Steve Walsh
Good
is
job.
fine. That's good.
Steve
enough.
Walsh.
Yeah.
What is it? Joe Walsh.
Curtis.
What the hell do you care?
Yeah.
Curtis.
Life's been good to you.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly. Barely, but he did.
Wow.
Back in the day. You haven't named the number one because this was
Curtis.
just. There's some of these guys are recent who I don't even know their names. You know, Curtis. go ahead.
Oh, it's not Cam Ward, is it?
No, he didn't get there, but he wasn't far. He wasn't far.
No. Who are some of those guys of late?
Curtis.
Yeah, Ken Dorsey.
He did. He's number
Ooh, that's
2.
good.
He won a title there. There's these other guys are. I think one of these. I remember them as big recruits, but not. I don't really have good clues for you.
Oh boy, let me think.
guys
There was
did
a
pretty
kid
good.
from. There was a New Jersey kid, but he transferred.
Here's
up
a
to
hint. One of
Rutgers.
these guys' last name is a famous city in Europe.
Harold Paris.
In Germany.
Petro.
Harold
Mike
Munchkin.
London.
No,
Petro.
Germany.
Steve Berlin.
Munich.
Curtis.
You get the whole name.
Berlin. Larry Berlin.
I'm not giving
Brock
you.
Berlin.
There,
Brock
give it to
Berlin.
Curtis. There you go.
Give it to
who was
him.
it?
The number Brock Berlin. The number one guy.
He's only
is,
got
is a
1,000
guy
points
named-
already. Let's give it to him.
There's a guy named Brad Kaya, who's their all-time leading passer. Ja'Cory Harris, Stephen Morris, Tyler Van Dyke. Kyle Wright was a big recruit, I remember, and a guy named Ryan
Yeah, I remember
Clement.
that.
But Brock Berlin was like a big 5-star guy, too. But hey, you guys did pretty good. Yeah, there were enough good names
All right.
on there. Pete?
Pete, what do you got?
Okay, you're out at a great golf place, and Art Wall Jr. has the PGA record for most hole-in-ones in his career. Now tell me the LPGA holder of aces.
Petro.
Lebo. Go ahead,
Lopez.
Petro. Yeah.
No.
Curtis.
Anna Sorenstam.
No.
That's where I was going to go. Dang it.
Petro.
Lebo.
What's the really talented? Is it Wu? Michelle Wu? Is that?
No, we.
Lebo. Babe Zaharias.
Michelle Wee.
No.
Michelle Wee.
Babe Zaharias.
No.
Give
Curtis.
us an era.
Dottie
I'll give you
Pepper.
a hint. It's 11, and that's a hell of a lot.
Well, that's not a hint. 11. That's a number. What's the answer?
Oh, if it's 11, it's got to
That can't
be
be a
Joanne
hint.
Carter.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
close.
Who was it?
Kathy Whitworth.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
Katie.
She was pretty good.
Yeah, she does everything. It's 11.
Yeah.
Takes
Yeah.
it to 11.
All right, here we sit. Peter Yates Enoch with 400. Todd with 1,700. Curtis with 1,800. I've got 2,000 even.
Jesus Christ. What am I
TikTok,
even
let's
doing?
rock. What's our category?
You're in good shape.
Your category is
Oh, yeah,
turnovers and the Super Bowl.
Turnovers
Lord. Another
and
one
the
of my,
Super Bowl.
Wonder what I'll bet.
another one of my strong points.
Turnovers and the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, I know what Curtis is going to bet. That affects me here. You could be getting a free oil change at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Save $80 to $120 instantly on select sets of tires from Nitto, Cooper, Nexen, and Sumitomo. Fresh tires mean better traction, a smoother ride, confidence wherever the road takes you. We're going to have some snow. You know it. Coming up, these are the months that starts to happen. Don't wait for worn-out tires to slow you down. Visit your locally owned and operated Big O Tires today and kick off the year with fresh treads and serious savings at Big O Tires. The team you trust will give you a free oil change. If you give Kyle a final chumps question, Kyle at 810WHB.com. If we use it, you get a free oil change at Big O Tires. We're broadcasting live today at a great spot. Pete's talked about it a number of times. Golf Track. You can find them online at golftrk.com, or better yet, get in here in person. They're going to be giving away a Scotty Cameron putter. It's a $400 value. All the current members or anybody who signs up as a member here before the end of the grand opening will be entered to win a fitted Scotty Cameron putter, plus Tiki Taco is coming with the food truck. You can get some great tacos coming up here at 4 o'clock. It's all here at Golf Track, 8321 North Booth Ave.
Kurtis Seaboldt.
They Mizzou'd more than Mizzou can even Mizzou, right?
On the program, weekdays from 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Listen, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. We're less than a month away from Valentine's Day, and there's only one place that you need to go to put a real smile on your Valentine's face. That is Jocelyn's Jewelry, Kansas City's best, voted Kansas City's #1 jewelry store. That's right. For almost 50 years, Jocelyn's Jewelry has been your go-to for the most exquisite jewelry and the best service, the most exceptional service anywhere around. It starts the moment you walk in the door. You're treated like family. First of all, it's a family business. Gary's wife, Gary's daughter work there. Plus, some of his employees have been with him for 30 years. What does that tell you about the work environment? Plus, what does that tell you about their expertise? Nobody knows more about the jewelry business than Jocelyn's Jewelry. So if you need a repair, they've done tens of thousands, many they can do right there while you wait. Maybe you need an appraisal. Anything in the jewelry business, they got you covered. Plus, they can take care of that Valentine's gift. Listen, whatever you're looking for, tennis bracelets, pearls, stackable necklaces, how about some diamond stud earrings, maybe the birthstone pieces. They've got hundreds to choose from in each month's birthstone. Go into Jocelyn's, check it out. How about the engagement ring? Almost 1,000 to choose from. If this Valentine's Day is going to be when you pop the question, and many people do, there's only one place to go. Get to the southeast corner of 95th and Antioch. That's right, the southeast corner of 95th and Antioch, just a mile north of 435. You can find Gary and his great staff right there. Find them online at joslynsjewelry.com. This Valentine's Day, or anytime you need anything with jewelry, go to the best. Go to Kansas City's #1 jewelry store. Go to Jocelyn's Jewelry at 95th and Antioch. Every piece tells a story. Jocelyn's Jewelry, the gold standard in fine jewelry.
La Feta Italian Delicatessen on the southeast corner of 143rd and Metcalf. Right now, check out their rockin' lineup of gourmet sandwiches online at lafetadeli.com. The freshest ingredients and sauces with bread made fresh each morning. Kansas City's best sandwich is yours at La Feta Delicatessen.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right, bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the
All right, the LaFetta Delicatessen end of the hour answer. How many times in the Andy Reid era have the Chiefs been a road favorite in the postseason? The answer is twice. 2015 at Houston, 2013 at Indy. 1-1 against the number.
2030, yeah, 1-1, yeah. They had it.
45-44, and then the 30-0 streak-ending win in Houston in 15.
Had it going with the Colts. All right, time for our final chumps. It is in the category of turnovers and the Super Bowl. We're broadcasting live here at Golf Track. Come on out and improve your golf swing. You can even win some great prizes. Got a closest to the pin and a longest drive competition going on. Got some great merch here. Plus, you could win a $400 Scotty Cameron putter here at Golf Track, 8321 North Booth Ave. What do we got for our final answer?
All right. This year, Sam Darnold had the league worst 20 turnovers this season. The only player in at least the last 35 years to lead the NFL in turnovers and win the Super Bowl was who?
How many years?
At least in the last 35.
35 years. So that takes us back to, I can't do that math,
That's
1990-ish? Okay. Lead the league in turnovers and win the Super Bowl.
I hope I have it because I went opposite. I'm ready to fend off Kurtis's advances.
I don't think I have it, but
I think I do. I feel good at like 65%. 65% I have it.
All right.
All right, here we go. Only person to lead the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl while leading the league in turnovers in the last 30 years or 35?
35.
Okay, what do you got, Pete?
I got nothing, and I bet nothing.
There you go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to
Pete's
waste
at 400.
time.
Todd?
Yeah.
I put Brett Favre. I bet 301.
Favre, no. How much? 301?
Yep.
Okay. Kurtis?
I put Kurt Warner. I thought he had a bunch of picks.
That sucks. What? How much you bet? All of it?
Yeah.
So you're at 0. I went Kurt Warner as well. I bid 1601, which leaves me with 399.
Second place.
Lebo's the winner. What was the right answer?
Eli Manning in 2007.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense. That guy's a hump. He's a hump. Pete, great stuff, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll talk.
All right, what two teams played in the lowest scoring game in postseason history? Brought to you by LaFetta Delicatessen.
Second half of the program begins right now. Where we are, the taco truck has arrived. I don't know what you're doing or where you are, but we have tacos where we are.
You're lucky I'm still here.
We're at Golf Track. Their grand opening is going on now until 7 o'clock. Any current member or anyone who signs up for a membership today can enter to win a free fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value. They will fit it to your game. Just fit it to your size. Make sure it's absolutely perfect. We got the Tiki Taco truck that's here. Get some delicious Mexican food. Got competitions on the simulator. Longest drive, closest to the pin. Giving away hoodies. Giving away Golf Track merch here, so you can win some great prizes. The premier indoor golf facility. If you're serious about improving your game, especially in the off season, like when it's cold and frigid, I think we got 18 degrees coming on Saturday. Get in here. Play some golf in here at Golf Track. It's the place for you. TrackMan Simulator technology, the very latest technology. They have it. Same tech that the pros are using. Get instant feedback on your swing. Also allows you to play hundreds of courses. Courses like Pebble Beach, Bethpage Black. If you're serious about your golf game, this place is a must-visit. We've got a young golfer, young lady, who is here, who I'm sure is probably headed towards the LPGA Tour because she's got a great swing and it is working at the game. Clearly enjoys it. That's what it takes.
She has the gift and is still working on it.
Has the gift and has a passion for it. So it's fun to see. So if you get a youngster that needs to keep their swing intact here in the cold winter months, Golf Track has got you covered. 8321 North Booth Ave. If you want a GPS it, it's basically the southeast corner of 152 in Booth. We're right around the corner from the Sprouts. If you GPS that address, it's going to take you right over to like the Sprouts. Just come a little bit to the west and around the corner. You'll see the 810 signs. You'll see the Tiki Taco truck coming out here. It's Golf Track in the Northland, their grand opening today. We welcome our man Blair Kirchhoff, brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse. You can find them online at framekc.com. Blair, how are you?
Doing great. Hope you guys are too.
We are doing fantastic. We are surrounded by incredible technology, plus some talented people as we look at some of these golf swings that are going on up here. We've got a Tiki Taco truck, and, I don't think it gets much better than that.
I say life is good.
Life is good. Yes, I would agree. Unless you're a K-State hoop fan. Should we start there, Blair?
Then life is long.
Where do you want to go? What is the biggest story, Blair? You're a wily newsman. What is the biggest story? Is it K-State 0-4? Is it KU right now? A couple days. Time matters as well, but. Well, let's not do it by time. Let's do what's the biggest story. KU getting its act together and dominating an undefeated Iowa State team. K-State falling to 0-4, or Mizzou bouncing back from their first conference loss and getting a good win against an Auburn team. You rank those three stories.
Well, just rank them in terms of interest or conversation piece.
Which one's going above the fold?
Oh, there you go. If they
which
all
one's going on the below the fold, and which one's going
inside,
in a page
inside.
stuffed somewhere in the middle?
That's right. Let's see. That's a good question to put it that way. If they had all played at the same time, and they had to make a decision on back in the old days when night games got in the next day's paper. What would you do with those three? I think the KU win over Iowa State would lead. The Missouri win would be the second story. That may be below the fold, and inside would go the Wildcats with a snarky headline about being 0-4 in Big 12 play.
Snarky headline.
Wildcats.
So, Wildcats.
Purple is black and blue.
Yeah.
Mr.
Somebody needs to change the litter with these cats. I can see some of the at least New York Post style headlines that we would get out of this. So then it sounds like, based upon how you did it, you did not refer to one of the age-old, longtime newspaper man mantras about setting the front page and ranking the stories, and that is, if it bleeds, it leads. Because the only one bleeding there is K-State at 0-4.
It is. But I think what we have found over the years, or I'll speak for myself, I find myself more interested in reading about success stories than failure stories, and so I want to know why it went well for the winners. and then I'll get to why it failed for the losers. But for the KU game the other night, I had to miss a half because I was doing something else, and so I saw the first half, and I thought, well, they'll probably win the game, but I wouldn't put it past them to, for Iowa State to really dig into that lead and make it close. And then when I saw the final score, I was kind of stunned that Kansas was able to hold on and actually build on that halftime. I think it was actually maybe the same, right? They 21 at halftime, and they won by 21. And then, so I was curious about how that happened. Turns out Iowa State did go into the cut it to about 11, I think, at one point. But Kansas hung on and played by far its best game of the season. Missouri just keeps surprising me with every win. Just two players have made an incredible amount of difference for this, for this Missouri team. And it's not bad teams they're beating. I mean, these are teams that have been in recent Final Fours in Auburn and Florida, and then the win on the road at Kentucky, which went on the road last night and beat LSU with a buzzer beater. Kansas State just looks totally discombobulated. They were down huge to Central Florida, and we know Central Florida is not bad because of what they did with Kansas, but that's a game Kansas State absolutely had to win, had to have. And I believe I did read in Kellis Robinette's story this morning that the last time K-State lost 4 in a row, they followed it up with 4 wins in a row in conference or earlier this year. I don't know if that's going to be possible with this team in this league.
Yeah, it's looking really rough. And, for me, I think right now the biggest story is K-State, because I think you're reaching a point. Because Kansas, we have expectations. Like, yeah, that was a great win. I'm not taking anything away from the win. It was a tremendous win. It showed what the ceiling is and if the chemistry is going to start coming together. And because they've been a collection of pieces out there on the floor together. They were much more kind of coming together, being a team, which we've heard Bill Self say a couple of times here of late. I think that's great for Kansas. But I think the K-State one, because I went digging in, and I was wrong, and I mentioned this. When I opened the show, I talked about how the buyout on Jerome Tang is $12,750,000. And I was looking at his first extension, not his second extension. I guess I did not save. Usually whenever there's a new contract from the local schools, you got to wait about 30 days. Yeah. And then it's out there. You can find it somewhere where it's made public. And so I'd saved that one, the one that he got after going to the Elite Eight. And that one, it would be a $12,750,000 buyout right now. Jason Anderson's like, hey, yeah, by the way, I was thinking that too, but it's not actually the case. And he mentioned Kellis Robinette, who you referenced earlier. He said Kellis Robinette had it in there, and it actually, here's what Kellis had. He said, should K-State choose to make a coaching change before April 30th, 2026, this is an older Kellis story, by the way, it would owe Tang $18.7 million.
Oof.
Now, I know people hear 26, and it's like, okay, so, but that's going to be, well, it's April 30th. Of 26, after the whole hiring cycle is gone. Like, you don't wait for it to drop down. And then, by the way, when it drops down to 15.75.
Still. Ugh.
So, I mean, you're at 15.75 next year. You're at 12.75 the year after.
Yeah.
So all the way to 28, you're still up at over $13 million. And when you look at Bramlage and how empty it was last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it said 7,000 attendance. No way.
I mean,
out
of 11,000.
Yeah.
Now that you mention this, I do remember talking last season when things weren't going great for K-State that there was an exorbitant buyout for Tang. I didn't remember it being this much though. Almost an impossible number. The type of number that you would if you're Gene Taylor. And you're just feeling like there's absolutely no way you can continue with Jerome Tang, then you better hope you can negotiate something, because that's almost an unbelievable amount of money for a buyout.
Well, I mean, it speaks to how much, and I've got to get a hold of the whole contract and see what the salary is and everything. But it speaks to how much. I mean, I think it's clear that Arkansas probably came with more.
That's right.
Per year.
Yep.
But what K-State offered him was but we're going to pay you all of this, because I don't think he got much of a raise off his $3 million and change to stay. But this is the key. He's going to get it all. I mean, that's the key, is that this makes it so prohibitive to buy him out that while he may have got more per year from Arkansas, number one, I think he knows that Arkansas is a lot quicker to react and can you, and maybe he knows Arkansas is more likely to pay that out clause and get out of there, where K-State, this really locks him in and gives him stability and security because he thinks K-State won't pay this kind of number, and it is a really big number, and it makes you wonder, I mean, look, it also needs to be pointed out on the Arkansas one, that wasn't after the Elite Eight. He had missed the tournament.
Yeah, the following
year. And they
year.
still gave. They thought that was just a coincidence or an outlier, and it's become the norm. I mean, and it's getting worse. And so my question is, is Gene Taylor going to be the guy that makes the next hire one way or another, or does this contract, the way it looks right now, with how they can't get out from under it, and the returns are less each year with Jerome Tang, does this contract, and I'll even add, Blair, we talked about it at the time that Chris Kleiman retired, I thought it was a really bad look when Gene Taylor was out there lamenting the system of college football. I mean, I understand that he lost a friend, but he let his emotions get the better of him. And that, to me, if you're sitting there as a K-State fan, you're like, so we got a guy who thinks the system's broken? Like you got to take advantage of it. Indiana and Kurt Cignetti took advantage of it. Like, the rules are different. Get in there, figure it out, and let's go win. Bemoaning the system has benefited no one ever. No. And so you couple that. Sorry, one last thing. You couple that with this contract that he signed, and I can't imagine it's a friendly place right now over there.
No, you're right. A couple things. I wonder if this wouldn't be one of those examples of reassigning a coach within the athletic department and keeping him on his salary, not firing. I wonder if the contract specifically says, if as long as he's an employee of the university at Kansas State, then we pay him his salary. He could be the highest paid assistant athletic director that they have there. And then if he gets another job, well, that impacts the settlement on as it pertains to him being a basketball coach at K-State.
So my assumption is that it's probably pretty similar on that kind of language. If anything, it's probably even better for Jerome Tang than the contract that I've saved. And they have to make his contract available. So they do. It's out there somewhere. And I just I haven't had time because we've been here and talking with folks and everything, and I haven't had a chance to do it. But position, coach will serve as head coach of the university's men's basketball team during the term of the agreement, right? But then there is a clause in here, fringe benefits, retention. I mean, he gets retention bonuses just by staying. Blair, at the end of this year, he's going to get $200,000.
Just for being the coach.
Well, just for having an agent that was smart enough to get a buyout that they won't pay, he'll get $200,000 more on top of it. Which, I mean, kudos to him and his agent for getting it done. General duties, specific duties and responsibilities, blah, 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 making all these blah, 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 blahs. I thought there was a scheduling, promotion, marketing appearances, exclusivity of services, evaluation. I don't see anything about reassignment. But I would think that if I were a lawyer, here's the early termination. Let me make sure there isn't reassignment. KSA, Kansas State Athletic, retains the right to assign coach to other positions with different duties during the term of this agreement. If KSA reassigns coach and coach refuses to accept such reassignment, then KSA shall terminate this agreement pursuant to the applicable terms and conditions for termination without cause as set forth in the agreement. Or coach may terminate this agreement without obligation for the payment to KSA for termination of the coach. So it sounds like to me, I don't know, Coach, how does that read to you? Does that read to you that if they did that, because that would probably be the better way to just have him sitting around the office making $3 million, hoping that he'll say, I'm out, I want to go coach, and you can get out for his quitting. What it is if he quits, which is down at around the $5 or $6 million range. Let me see what that is. If you would do that, termination by coach through April 26 is $4 million that they would owe him.
There you go.
So if I'm the coach, I put my feet on my desk and take my $3 million. But
I know it's been a long, long time, but we do have an incident of that in this area when Bob Stoll was the Missouri coach. He was fired. Remember that, Curtis, after 92 or 93?
Yeah.
And he became the highest paid assistant athletic director that Missouri had at that time and stayed for, I don't know if it was a year. It had to be less than a year. But, so that's why that's written in the contract.
Why it's really written in now, I think, is to force the two parties to sit down at the table and come up with an out.
Hammer something out. That's right.
Somewhere between $4 and $18 million. Where do we start? Well, we'll go 5. Well, we'll drop to 17. We got some work, baby. Where are we getting to? I mean, I think that's what it would probably mean. But this is one that the number is so big that you might entertain the idea of no, sit at the desk, man. I mean,
yeah. I was just looking of the 8 schools that have been in this conference of the entirety of Jerome Tang's tenure at K-State. Only West Virginia and Oklahoma State have a worse record in conference play. That includes his Elite 8 year.
Yeah.
He is 28 and 32 in Big 12 play.
What's wrong, Blair? What is he missing? We know he swung and missed with some high-dollar guys. I remember talking to Gene Taylor this offseason. And listen, I like Jerome Tang. I like Jerome Tang. I like Gene Taylor. I think Gene Taylor is a very good athletic director. I don't think he likes the environment, and I think that may make him make decisions that aren't good. But like Gene Taylor said in this offseason when we talked to him, I said, hey, how about the NIL and build it? He said, I think coaches really learn from that. He went in early. He was really looking at building a team. I think we learned our lesson about, overpaying late for last guys that are out there. And it's like, okay, I mean, I felt like Gene Taylor thought, hey, we had a much better plan going into the NIL, and I feel pretty good. And it has not worked. And so what do you think is wrong with why they're this far down?
Well, when I watch him play, I see a couple of things. It doesn't look like there's a complete buy-in to what they're trying to do. And to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to do. I'm waiting for them to give me a clue of what they're trying to do. But guys that can shoot don't seem to play great defense, and they have other guys that are limited offensively. And Haggerty's the one that they're paying the most, and he's a good player. I don't know if you can. He's all conference caliber. I thought he was going into the season, but I don't know if that's what I see when I watch him play. And what was it Jerome Tang said the other day, that these guys play like they don't like each other on the floor? I thought, that was quite an eye-opening observation. And
that was a couple of games ago, because haven't the last 2 post games been all lovey-dovey? Like, oh, we're close. Yeah. I love the way we fight.
I'm built for this.
I'm built for
this, right.
I'm like, it's really been a kind of an about face.
Well, I think maybe he realized how that resonated, the play like they don't like each other line, and really had to backpedal a little bit after that. But that may have been a real moment of honesty, in terms of how they play together or don't play well together. So they're tough to watch. They're subject to these big runs by the other team, and I'm just waiting for them to impress me somehow, some way, and it never seems to happen.
Yeah.
And they got to 1 last night. You thought, okay, maybe they're going to pull this off, and then 3, 7, and they never recovered.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it was an exercise in frustration, because they run you off where you're like, okay, let's go get some things done. Need to vacuum, need to do that. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, hang on. I better get in here. Like, nope, nothing to see here. Like, yeah, it was frustrating, to say the least. Blair Kirchhoff is with us, brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse, Kansas City's best. If you've got sports memorabilia and you need it framed, nobody does a better job than Art and Frame Warehouse. Find them online at framekc.com. Mention 810. You can even save a little bit extra. Every piece that they frame comes with a lifetime warranty. They'll also deliver and install. It's Art and Frame Warehouse, 92nd and Metcalf. Find them online at framekc.com. Find us at Golf Track here in the Northland, 8321 North Booth 8th Ave. We've got the Tiki Taco Truck, so you come out here and enjoy some wonderful Mexican food, and you can get your golf game going. Golf Track has the cutting-edge technology that is the TrackMan Simulator. Gives you every piece of information you could want about your golf swing. Plus, I'll tell you what, when it's cold, too cold to be outside, come on in here. Wouldn't you love to play Pebble Beach? You can do it right there on the simulator. It's at Golf Track. Find them online at golftrk.com.
All right, the La Feta Delicatessen end of the hour answer. What two teams played in the lowest scoring game in postseason history?
What two teams, the lowest scoring game? Bears sound like they'd probably be involved.
Blair, you got a crack?
I know this one.
Go for it. What do you got?
Cowboys beat the Lions 5-0.
Yep.
In the old Cotton Bowl back in 1970.
Yep.
Wow.
5-0.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I know the obscure
5-0.
things.
Yeah.
That is
goal and a safety.
That's a game that set back football a decade, I would think.
Yeah, they destroyed Greg Landry. There's a great shot of him, just a series of pictures of him being bludgeoned in his own end zone.
By the way, I think Kurtis has gone with at least one of those. Excuse me. At least one of those is pork.
No, it's chicken and beef, and I got one of each of the soft shell and the street taco.
Oh, there you go.
And they got great tomatillo sauce.
They do
for the soft taco.
We are at Golf Track. You can come on out. It's a grand opening here in Belton, southeast corner of 152 and Booth. They are getting people signed up. You can come play, get your swing going. They got the very latest technology using the TrackMan simulator technology. It is a great place to work on your game. And we've got the Tiki Taco truck out front, so come enjoy some delicious Mexican food. And of course, we've got competitions going on. In fact, they're registering anyone who signs up today and anyone who's a current member to win a $400 Scotty Cameron putter. They'll adjust it for your game, for your size. It's here at Golf Track. Come on out. We'll be here till 6 o'clock. The event runs till 7. You can learn more at golftrk.com. Blair, let's talk about the KU Jayhawks and what they did, beating Iowa State. What does that mean for this team? Does it mean they're finding themselves? They're starting to come together? Bill Self, we kind of wondered, did they just sit Darren Peterson because they were winning? Bill Self made it clear, no, it was part of the leg issues again, so they haven't cleared that part of the equation, but they definitely played a lot better together.
They did. They looked terrific, and I thought the key to looking terrific was playing comfortable with Darren Peterson. They seem to have some of their best moments this year when Peterson wasn't on the floor. I was thinking about mostly the games in Las Vegas when they went through the 3 teams, including Tennessee, without Darren Peterson playing, and then they just never seemed to know how to play with him, and they were the other guys just seemed to defer to him too much. And I thought what the game 2 nights ago, they figured out how to play with him a little bit more. That they continued, Council and White continued to be aggressive with Peterson on the floor, and I thought that was really big. White hitting 5 threes was ridiculous. I mean, if they get that from a guard, they're in pretty good shape. You think about 2 of their most impressive wins this year at NC State and at home to Iowa State. One of the guards stepped up and knocked down a bunch of threes. It was Council with 9 in Raleigh and White with 5 the other night, 4 in the first half. Well, they got the big lead. So just that simple. Just have a guy knock down 5, 6, 7, 8 threes, and you should be in good shape.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's a simple game.
Yeah,
simple game.
Easy,
I think you're saying.
Yeah, yep.
Knock down a boatload of threes, which has been one of the consistent problems for the Bill Self Jayhawks, right? Is that they weren't just banging down threes,
and don't get and keep the big guys out of foul trouble. That's what killed them against West Virginia on the weekend. So, but big test on Friday. They're playing Friday night, right? It's Friday, not Saturday, against Baylor, and odd game or odd time for a game. But
I'm sure it's a TV thing, isn't it? What network is it on? Do you know?
I don't know that. But I wonder if it has to do with the NFL, with the playoffs. I don't know. But it is odd to play a Friday night game and against a Baylor team that's coming off its best win of the year. They went into Oklahoma State and won huge the other day. So I think pretty important for Kansas to they've been on the win-loss trail here the last few weeks. And I think they, at least at home, you better defend that Allen Fieldhouse and have a good performance against Baylor, because we know that their schedule turns into a monster here pretty soon.
It's definitely for TV because they're on Big Fox.
Big Fox. There you go.
So they're getting prime time run on Big
treatment.
Fox. So
which won't be available on Saturday because they've got the football game. Late football games on
Fox
on
but
Saturday.
Fox and NBC are starting to put sports on in their regular, weeknight programming. They're not doing shows as much as they used to anymore. Like NBC is running the NBA.
Yeah, I saw an NBA game this week. Yeah,
on NBA. They've been doing that all season with the NBA, putting it on regular NBC, and that's after bringing back the NBC Sports Network. Which I remember talking about, like, why are you getting rid of this? Where do you think you're going to put all this? You have the Olympics, for God's sake, and they were going to send everybody to USA, and I'm like, yeah, but you want like 4 channels. Like, doesn't CBS's use of like CBS Sports Network, when they offshoot some things, but Fox and Fox 1, FS1, but then like I guess their idea was the TNT, TBS. What's Practical Jokers on? True TV or whatever.
True. Yeah.
I guess like, we'll just throw sports over there. I'm like, okay, all right, but they brought it back. But they're running NBA games there, and Fox has been running college football on Friday nights.
Yep, for a couple years now. And
so I mean, they're just going right into basketball now. They're clearly going to do basketball because they can't come up with the TV shows that'll get the kind of ratings that the sports will. So.
Live sports, it's such a smart move. I saw a story recently that of the top 100 most viewed television shows in 2025, 89 or 90 of them were NFL games, sports events, and of that, NFL games were most of them. And Chiefs games, I think I saw were 16 of the 20 games that they played in the year 2025 were among the top 100 shows. Most watched shows, including the top 3, the Super Bowl, the AFC title game, and then the Thanksgiving Day game against the Cowboys. Live sports, you can't beat it for for production. It doesn't cost as much to produce as TV shows. I wouldn't be surprised to see if more networks going to that as they
the rights fees are kind of a thing, though.
They are kind of a thing. Yes, they can be a thing. A little bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, that is part of the equation now. But back to the Jayhawks. I mean, I'm with you. I think we saw them, approach their ceiling, but Darren Peterson didn't shoot that great in that game, so I think there's even more ceiling there.
Yep.
He was 6 of 15 and 2 of 7 from 3. But you're right. It was just the aggressiveness of the other guys. I mean, it came home to them that, like, hey, listen, we don't have to just sit and watch this guy. Like, we can take it and go. And I think that's kind of scary for the rest of the league. I mean, they dropped a bomb on an Iowa State team that have been playing really, really well.
Yep.
And so their confidence is going to soar coming off that. And I think, we'll see what happens. They need to get some consistency with Peterson playing. But if they can beat Baylor, right, which they're at home, they need to start making that into their place. At Colorado, at K-State, I mean, they got a chance to pile up some wins and be 5-2 before they go up against BYU.
Right.
And at 5-2, they're probably back in the mix to win the league.
I believe you're right, and they may get good enough to a point where they look back and really regret the opportunities that they blew at Central Florida and West Virginia. They had an 8-point lead in the second half at West Virginia, and that's when I believe that didn't they go on like a 16-0 run in the second half? West Virginia
16-0 and
22-2. 22-2. Yeah, that you never see that against a Kansas team. That was unbelievable. So those are 2 real lost opportunities for them. They've got to find a way to offset those with wins. First of all, protect the home floor starting Friday at Baylor, but then, as you mentioned, look like a couple of victory opportunities on the road coming up before the February schedule, and then Arizona twice, and Houston, and the Texas Tech, and all the others for KU. But I thought it was just a little thing that I didn't pay much attention to at the time, but as the game went on, I'm thinking, he's not playing these guys are playing a lot of minutes.
7-man rotation.
Yes, shorten the rotation, and he just said heck with it, and that worked well for him as well.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because, like, he doesn't like to give minutes out. Like, he doesn't play the young players and just throw them out the way Calipari does.
Right.
But he kind of, feeds them a couple of minutes here and there. And, yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to watch, how this progresses with him. But certainly very encouraging with how they did against Iowa State. That's for damn sure. Like I said, handle Baylor. They've got an easy stretch. But, boy, as easy as that stretch is to kind of like fatten the record, but you do just keep looking over the horizon and see what they've got. A stretch of, 4 out of 6. Arizona, at Iowa State. That's 1 and 2 in the country. At Oklahoma State, Cincinnati. But then Houston, number 7 in the country. At Arizona, number 1 in the country. I mean, that's a bear.
Yep.
To go through down there when they get to those 4 out of 6. So they need to take care of business with these teams that they can take care of business with. Still got a game, and I mentioned BYU and Texas Tech in a little group. I mean, you can also pair it this way. BYU, at Tech, Utah, and then that Arizona and at Iowa State. So there's a lot of meat left on the schedule, but they're definitely playing better. Let's take a break. We'll talk a little bit about Mizzou. We'll also get into the National Championship of College Football with Blair Kirchhoff. He's brought to you by our friends at Ardent Frame Warehouse. Find them online at framekc.com. Find the best when it comes to golf technology right here at Golf Track. Find them online at golftrk.com. They use the TrackMan simulator technology. It's the same stuff that the pros use. Get instant feedback on your swing. You can play hundreds of different famous courses like Pebble Beach, Bethpage Black. It's all right here. Come on in and check it out. The grand opening. They got tacos. Kurtis is barreling through some tacos here from Tiki Taco. They have brought the taco truck here. You take advantage of it here at Golf Track, 8321 North Booth Ave. That's basically the southeast corner of 152 in Booth. You listen to the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. We're hanging out, having a great time here at Golf Track. It's their grand opening here, 8321 North Booth Ave. If you get signed up or you're a current member, you can win yourself a fitted Scotty Cameron putter. That's a $400 value, doing some closest to the pin, long drive competitions with their TrackMan simulator technology. Play hundreds of courses right here. If you want to learn more, go to golftrk.com or come by. Kurtis is enjoying some tacos. We've got some friends of the program that are here saying hello. You can have a great afternoon right here. You ain't working, so come on by. Golf Track, golftrk.com to learn more. Blair Kirchhoff is here, brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse. Blair, let's talk a little bit about Mizzou. Bouncing back. Nice win against Auburn. Auburn had beaten some good teams, NC State, and they had an even better win. They had a real good win. I can't remember who it was earlier in the year. Kind of struggling, though, with, junior.
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl, Jr., Stephen Pearl, I think it is.
Yep.
But they threw a zone at them, caused some problems, and yet they still found a way to win. I think a nice little win that allows Mizzou fans to say, okay, we're still in the fight for maybe getting into the tournament.
They're starting to show up on some bracketology now. It may be just, first, last four out, first four in sort of thing. But the fact that they're even in there this week for the first time all season says something about where they've been the last couple weeks. No, it's really impressive since the start of league play, and getting Stone and Pierce back has made a difference. Barrett played well last night, and they had a stretch during the game where they made 9 or 10 shots in a row, I think, during the first half, and did a lot of things well, and held their composure down the stretch when Auburn was making a run at them. So, I think they're still undefeated at home this year. So 11-0 on the home floor. I think their next game's at LSU, but then they come back home for 2 more. If they can steal one at LSU and then pick up 2 more wins the following week, I think they're going to feel really good about themselves and their position for tournament play.
Yeah, I know Kurtis has mentioned LSU at 0-4 in the league, but I will tell you that it took a little bit of a Christian Laettner-like play for Kentucky to win last night. I don't think Kentucky's great, but I mean Kentucky's Ken Palm still says they're pretty good, and LSU gave them literally everything they could handle. So I don't think Mizzou's at the point where they can be like, LSU.
Oh, whatever. I know. No. LSU but they were down 18, I think. They were up 18 on Kentucky. In the second half, and you're right. That was very much a Laettner type play. Only a little better defending than Laettner was back in the day.
Yeah.
At least there was a defensive player on the freshman who caught the ball last night and put it in. Not so with Laettner back in the day.
Yeah, it was. Listen, they have some good pieces. Stone to me is the key. They had a moment where they were really struggling offensively, and Auburn's throwing the zone at him, and Stone he played a little bit of what you call hero ball.
Yeah.
In the sense that he just took it and said, "I'm going to the rim," but he scored the basketball, and so that he gives them a guy that like, okay, we ran our stuff and it didn't work. All right, well, I'm going to go to the rim, and I'm going to get us at least a 35% or 30% shot here. And he made I thought, kind of an important bucket to kind of muddy the waters as Auburn was trying to get back at him. And I think it helped. We talk about it all the time. Everybody talks about when you give up a 12-2 run, well, we got to get some stops. Well, how about some buckets?
Right.
If you grab 3 buckets in there, then all of a sudden it's a 12-8 run or a 12-10 run if those are 3-pointers. And I thought that's what they did. They managed to offensively grind out a couple of buckets that kind of stemmed the tide against Auburn, and they were able to get it done.
And he also takes a little bit of the pressure off of Mark Mitchell and Anthony Robinson.
Yep.
They don't have to carry all of the scoring load now, which is what they had to do early on, and even Jacob Cruz. So this Stone. I was referring to both players, Pierce and Stone, but Stone, you're right, is really the guy that has been eye-opening, playing almost like at an all-conference level since he's been back.
Yeah, I talked with Gary Parrish about Mark Mitchell a couple of weeks ago about how I thought he was largely the same player he was at Bishop Miege, that like you just hadn't seen his game grow.
Yeah.
And I'll check that a little bit. I mean, I think his ability to pass and find other people is really improved, and he was getting a lot of accolades on that game last night about being one of the quote best bigs in the country. Which I think that's part of it is like, I think part of it is he's embraced being a quote unquote big. I mean, I think his NBA future's always been on being a wing, but his skills have always been on being a big. We talked about his game, Kurtis and I, at one point. I said his game is much more Derek Hood than it is like Brandon Rush, right? If you want to take some local kids that were big recruits, I mean, he's more of a grinder inside than he is a guy who's going to catch it on the wing and let a three fly or put it on the deck and go by some people. I mean, he got a little hero-ish one time last night. Tried to kind of knife through some people and almost turned it over. Ended up turning into, I think, a Mizzou 3 because it got ragtag and the Auburn defense kind of fell apart and they hit somebody for an open 3. It might have been Stone. Knocked down an open 3 off his, trying to go one-on-one. But he is a talent. There's no doubt about it.
And he's a hard worker too. He works for position and he goes up strong. He gets to the free throw line. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's improved his free throw shooting this year, hasn't he?
That's a Kurtis question. Has he improved his free throw shooting? If he has, he's the only one.
Yeah, he has. But the team
hasn't. Right. The team is still like in the 300s, I think. In
337.
That's what you want.
But guess who's lower? Guess who's lower than 337, Blair?
Do they wear orange?
They do.
Yeah.
Lowest Power 4 school or Power 5 school in the country, and I think just 7 or 8 teams worse.
Yep.
The Syracuse Orange at 62%.
Well,
we're harkening back to our days when we couldn't make free throws. The problem is we're not harkening back to being top 5, which is what we were doing when that was going on as well.
Well, how can you expect them to shoot in that building? Come on.
Yeah, that's it. I guess deep background, those domes, you can't shoot in it. Yeah. Well, it's not because of all the people in the background, I can tell you that. It's a constant color. It's now got a good hitter's eye back behind him. It's the empty seats of the upper tank of the Carrier Dome.
Sightlines are fantastic. No fans in the way.
33,000 we had at a number of games. Syracuse, Notre Dame, Syracuse, Georgetown, Syracuse, Connecticut. I was party to 33,000 plus.
I remember those games. They were fun. Great atmosphere games. Oh, my gosh, those were great.
Great atmosphere in Miami. Yeah. Fernando Mendoza makes his return to play against the school that he grew up less than a mile from but didn't want any part of him. Does he lay the beat down on Miami? Are the Hoosiers an unstoppable force the way Georgia was a couple of years ago? Or does Miami have enough talent to get in their way?
Those are good questions. I don't know how. I'm still formulating my thoughts about this one. Miami has been. They've both been incredibly impressive. For Indiana to beat Alabama and Oregon as easily as they did, that's just mind blowing. But Miami to go on the road, right, to win it, to get it started by winning at Texas A&M and then the wins along the way. They've Ohio State as a big underdog in that game. So I like Miami's defense. The thing that worries me about Indiana, and still I think an 8.5-point favorite, the team that has played them best this season stopped the run, which was Ohio State. I think Miami is capable of stopping the run against Indiana. I think in the end Indiana prevails, but I think Miami gets the cover here. I think it's I don't know what the over-under is, but I like Indiana to finish it off, 15-0 season, but they're not going to win in a romp the way they've done in the previous games.
What is the storyline going to be from this game, from this time, from this run of Indiana in a few years? Let's say they finish it off and they win it. Kurtis had it. There's only been 10 new champions in college football since 1970. The last one was Florida.
96.
Auburn in 2010.
There you go, Auburn.
Well, by AP.
Yeah.
But like as far as like they have a title that most people recognize from back in the day.
True.
Yeah.
So Florida's
actually joining the club. You're right.
Yeah, actually joining the club of being never won it on any of the. And by that I mean AP, UPI,
right?
Not the Helms or the
no titles no legitimate titles
or the Shecky Pizza Friday Night Crew Championship rankings that you'll see some of the things there. So it's been a while since somebody crashed the party, and Indiana's got a chance to do that. But I'm curious, like, are we going to look? Do you think 5 years from now and be like, oh well, of course, the Big Ten has the most alumni, therefore they have the most money. and they're now just outspending the SEC. That's what this is. Indiana's a huge alumni base. We know Mark Cuban is giving a big check there. They've got their big money guy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more money, like, within the family of the Big Ten schools than there is in the SEC schools.
Yeah, I think so. I absolutely think that's part of the equation. And, because
real quick, Blair, chew on this as well as part of this will be part of your thought as well. Because one of the schools from the SEC that's coming out of nowhere to do well in football and was undefeated in basketball until last night, taking their first loss, Vanderbilt. You know who has all the money in their alumni in the SEC? It's Vanderbilt, and that's the team that's coming out of nowhere.
And Ole Miss, had its most glorious football season this year, coming basically, because Lane Kiffin knows how to play the system as well as anybody. So I think that's exactly what's going on. And the SEC used to just dominate recruiting, and they're still great. And I think the NFL draft will prove they'll still probably have more players taken than any other conference. But I think the Big Ten it's catching up quickly. And they do have, now that it's a money game and it's a salary-driven sport, yes, college, the richest schools, biggest athletic budgets, biggest endowments, absolutely they're gonna have a seat at not only a seat at the table, but a seat at the head of the table. It'll be the third straight year that not only a Big Ten team wins it, but an SEC team isn't even playing for it, the national championship.
Do you know, was Ole Miss ready to match the dollars of LSU?
For Lane?
For Lane Kiffin?
I don't know that. I don't know.
Because I'd really like to know, because Indiana clearly was willing to do it to keep Cignetti away from Penn State.
Yeah.
And I think that made, like when Indiana's like, yeah, we got here's the check.
Yep.
Here you go. I hear someone like Mizzou, we talked about, well, if their coach is like, we mentioned Laird Beach basically saying, yeah, okay, we're ready. Like, we're like, hey, what if a big number comes around, Florida and all that? He's like, yeah, okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much like, bring it on. But, I guess you could say Lane Kiffin may have just been like, LSU's, I can win a championship better than Ole Miss. I don't know that that's accurate.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that the fan base, the toxicity of the fan base at LSU when things don't go 100% right, maybe way worse. If Ole Miss is willing to pay, they're all happy. You go 12-1, and lose in the championship game, or whatever it ended up being after you lost the championship game, they'll throw a parade for you. That's a great environment. Players want to be there, want to be a part of it. I'm not so sure that, the dynamics, we know they're changing in the sense that, like, the blue blood just doesn't count as much in either sport anymore.
The green counts. It's the green. The color has changed.
But if you are like that I wonder how the Auburn, like, it's never good enough, LSU, it's never good enough. I wonder how much that will be a negative. Like, I can get paid anywhere. I don't need to go get paid and told we suck because we went, 9-3.
No, that's right. And to me, one of the other factors is, when Georgia lost a player to injury in the last 5-6 years, they bring another NFL player off the bench to put in. They don't have that guy now because they're at other colleges. The talent spread out a little bit further because of the money. I think that's what's happening also in college sports, and that's why in Indiana can be where it is right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. Blair, great stuff as always. We always appreciate it. We'll do it again next week.
Sounds good.
All right, Blair Kirchhoff there. We're at Golf Track. Come on out, golftrk.com to find them online. The Tiki Taco Truck is here. You could win a $400 Scotty Cameron putter. Come sign up now.
All right, Drew Brees is 47 today. Against what team was his first NFL touchdown pass? Brought to you by La Feta Delicatessen.
Fourth quarter of the program begins right now as we finish strong here on a Thursday. Why wouldn't we? With all kinds of great golf technology, wonderful people. The Tiki Taco truck out front. We're at Golf Track. Come on out and check it out. It's their grand opening. You can get some delicious Mexican food. Well, come in and check it out. Their incredible simulators, the very latest in technology. The TrackMan simulator technology. They have it here. It's the same tech that the pros use. Gives you instant feedback on your swing. Allows you to play hundreds of famous courses. Pebble Beach, Bethpage Black. If you're serious about your golf game, this place is a must visit. Come see him, Kansas City's premier indoor golf facility, Golf Track. Find him online at golftrk.com. Looking to get here, GPS it, 8321 North Booth Ave. It's going to take you right into the center. It's going to probably drop you at about the Sprouts. We're right around the corner from the Sprouts, just a little bit to the west. You can come on in and check out their great facility here. Going to be brutal on Saturday. Not going to be able to be out on the course on Saturday, but you can play right here. Like I said, all the great courses. Just work on your swing. All kinds of great analytic technology available to make your swing better here at Golf Track. Find them online, like I said, golftrk.com.
Yes.
That's how it works.
If you get the tacos, the flour tortilla, beef and the chicken, don't forget the tomatillo sauce.
Okay.
Or if you like a little hot, they got a hotter one too.
Well, there it is.
Good stuff.
There it is. Thanks to our friends at Tiki Taco for coming out with their taco truck. Let's start with a little news from the Kansas City Chiefs. The coaching staff continues to evolve.
Yes, this is from our friend Sam McDowell. He had it first. Chiefs have fired running back coach Todd Pinkston. The former Eagles player for Andy Reid joined the Chiefs in 2023. He's the second offensive position coach to be fired, joining wide receiver coach Connor Embry, who got it, I think, last Wednesday. In another departure, defensive quality control coach Luis Adazio has moved on for a position at UNLV.
Okay. So change is coming to the Chiefs coaching staff.
Two position coaches gone from the offense.
And I think we saw that coming.
Yes.
If you didn't, you definitely didn't listen to the zone, because Jason Anderson never was shy about talking about the running back and wide receiver coaching changes. So that has happened. Question is there any more? Are we going to see any changes at offensive line coach? Could we see a change with special teams coach? To this point, no. But I'd be kind of surprised. Those seem like chief lieutenants for Andy Reid.
Yep.
But, we'll see where it goes from here. Patrick Mahomes talked today for the first time since his injury. We brought you that press conference live in the 2 o'clock hour. You can catch it on the podcast, 810WHB.com or on the 810 app. Mahomes gave us the lowdown on his injury and what his surgeon told him.
I think what I got from my doctor that kind of cleared it up for me is obviously I had the ACL and the LCL, but everything else was clean. And so, like, as bad as it was as clean as it could be. I found out there's a lot of little things that could happen around that knee that I had never even known. So I was lucky enough, God bless me enough, to not do some of those little things that could prolong the injury. So now it's just about rehabbing and getting the LCL and the ACL right, giving it time to rest. But at the same time, building up that strength so that whenever I am ready to go, I'm ready to go.
LCL and ACL, that was the big news we were waiting on. I remember Trent Green telling us if it's the ACL, you sit tight, let the swelling go down. If they go in early, there's usually something else. They went in quick right away. The LCL was there, but I guess
next day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was hours. I mean, because he was it a 3 o'clock game? No, it was sunny when he got hurt. It was at noon. Was it late in the noon game? They put the Chargers at noon or 3?
Yeah, it was a nooner. I remember that now.
I remember that the sun was still
up
out.
when the game was going.
And so sometime in the 2 o'clock hour, and I think he ended up having surgery at 9 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, it was fast.
So it was a quick turnaround on that. Says it's all clean. That's as good a news as you could hear on that front. How about the timeline? Patrick Mahomes says he's targeting week 1, but first up, the offseason and how much the team's going to let him do.
I think more than anything, it's just being in there, being in the room, being on the field as much as they'll let me. And then when I'm not able to take the reps, kind of getting those mental reps behind the play and seeing everything develop. The coaches will put me in the right position in order to do that. But I take it slow, but at the same time, I'll push to be out there as much as I can be. And so we have a great plan in place as far as kind of where we want to get to. But we have to let it all play out and kind of take it a day at a time, which it's been hard for me. But at the same time, it makes me get the best out of every single day.
Yeah, the ultimate challenge for a training staff, slowing him down and wanting to work.
I do think that is. I mean, we kind of joke about it, but I think it's real. I mean, I think that's the concern. Is does he try to push it too hard?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's my fear.
The thing I think probably is a plus is that this isn't something that if he does it it's going to be under no supervision. And what could he? Maybe he's doing things at home that he shouldn't be doing. But my guess would be every time he's doing something, there's somebody who's paid to keep him in check.
Yes.
So my fear would be, going to the store or something, doing something he's not supposed to do when he's away from any facilities.
I think he wants to. I think he's going to work as hard as he possibly can. But I also think he's a bright guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And so he doesn't want to have the setback. I mean, I'm sure that it's been laid out to him. If you do this, this is what happens.
We'll see you in 27.
So I know. I mean, I think you're going to hear it a lot about the Chiefs saying, "Well, we got to protect him from himself, and we got to make sure he doesn't do too much." I really don't think you have to worry about that. I mean,
no. He's the one guy who's seemingly not made a wrong step.
Yeah.
When there are many wrong steps that could have been made, and he's made the right one every time. So I expect the same thing.
Yeah.
Here.
I think he'll be in good shape. All right, let's hear Mahomes talking about changes to the offense. He talked about how they can improve it moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to dive deep into that scheme evaluation and see what teams are seeing against us. I think the one part about having so much success is teams watch a lot of film on you, and so they try to have good game plans on how to combat what you do and what you've done well. And you saw that this year where teams were very conscious of some of the plays that we've hit for a long time, and so we have to find ways to counteract that and kind of go at teams and be able to utilize that and make more explosive plays. I think if we can get back to some of that stuff, as well as being consistent on a down-to-down basis, that'll be stuff that we got to continue to get better at. And I think there's minor tweaks, but at the same time, you got to look at the entire picture and see if we can be better at every single area. So we'll see where we get to after watching the film, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order to go out there and have success.
Yeah, well, it was a direct answer to a question from Todd Lebo about, do you need to maybe alter the scheme a bit? So that's why he mentioned scheme, but he mentioned it right up front. He didn't back away from it. Yeah, scheme evaluation. People see a lot of tape. That sounds like a guy, we said this earlier, that sounds like a guy who's willing to make some changes.
He's
willing a little bit of a different system if it means winning.
When he says he's willing to do whatever there at the end, I mean, I think that's probably, I remember asking him mid-season, like, hey, you guys have been real effective under center. Do you like being under center? Do you have a preference? Is there one or the other? He said, I like winning.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it takes to win.
Yep.
Because I've offered up the idea that part of the reason why they don't get under center more, why they don't do more power running, is maybe that's not what Patrick likes. We know that offensive coaches will go to the quarterback and say, hey, what plays do you like? And they give them input on which plays they want to run. Well, I mean, if all the plays he wants to run are the ones out of shotgun, then in some ways he's the guy that's deciding. And I think, Andy Reid can certainly override that, but he certainly made it sound like right there that, no, I'm down for the win. And so whatever it takes to get the win, I'm ready to go. But I think the offensive coordinator hire is going to be real telling. I do think Mike Kafka's at least been around Brian Daboll. He's been around, a different mindset, a different idea. And so if Mike Kafka ends up being the guy, he's at least left and come back. And so maybe he'll come back with some new ideas. I think a lot of people are nervous that it's going to be same old.
Yep.
And I don't think that's going to be good enough.
No.
So we will see where they end up going at the offensive coordinator spot. I think that's going to be important. If you just got in your car, Todd Pinkston out as wide receiver coach. That is the news today. We talk NFL football with Mike Sando, our NFL insider, next.
The program with Soren Petro.
It's just quick, it's dirty, it's fun. Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Weekdays from 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs is upon us. What a great weekend. Back-to-back doubleheaders of NFL football on Saturday and Sunday. And if you're like me, you're going to be hunkered down watching those games, and you're going to want to test yourself. You're going to want to have even more fun, even more excitement, even more action. That's why I play on Underdog. Download the Underdog app today. Use the promo code Soren, my first name, S-O-R-E-N, and score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Soren, S-O-R-E-N. Make entries, win money right now in Missouri. In fact, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Playing on Underdog, super easy. Pick your players, go higher or lower on whatever stat you want. Rushing yards, receiving yards, passing yards, touchdowns. It's all there. Like I give you one that's I got my eye on. Josh Allen, 211.5 is the number now on his passing yards. Creeping down. Starting to think somebody knows something. Thinking about going lower on the Josh Allen passing yards at 211.5 yards. How about the Matt Stafford passing yards? I like the Rams to get it done against the Bears. In fact, I think the Rams are going to get it done. I think they're going to get it done by double digits. I think Matt Stafford's going to be a big part of it. 267.5 passing yards. I'm going higher on that. There's all kinds of numbers, whether it's the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends, whether it's the receiving yards, the rushing yards, the passing yards. It doesn't matter. All the stats are there, and don't forget the college hoops are there as well for you hoop junkies as well. Just download that Underdog app today. Remember to use the promo code Soren to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's at Underdog. Make plays, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
You'd love new windows, but you don't want to pay a fortune for them. Well, January is a great time of year thanks to Window Nation. Right now, they're more affordable during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows free sale. Plus, you could get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. If you're feeling cold drafts from your windows, or you're seeing fog or mold around the frame, or paying a lot more for heat than your neighbors are, it's time for new windows. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Visit windownation.com now.
It's Grunny again, and we're here with Jordan Waters, the finance manager and
Okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. But first, our Lafayette Delicatessen end of the hour answer. Drew Brees, 47 today. Against what team was his first NFL touchdown pass?
Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs on November 4th, 2001. Put them ahead in the fourth quarter, but the Chiefs rallied behind Trent Green.
There you
go. 25-20 win.
Lafayette Delicatessen, you can go get you a sandwich right now. 143rd and Metcalf. Got a rocking lineup of gourmet sandwiches online at LafayetteDeli.com. Every sandwich comes on bread made fresh that morning, combined with the freshest meats, cheeses, ingredients, and sauces. Voted Kansas City's #2 new restaurant by the Kansas City Star. See them at 143rd and Metcalf. Find them online at LafayetteDeli.com. Leave you with this college basketball point shaving scheme involving more than 39 players on 17 different NCAA Division I teams resulted in dozens of games in the previous 2 seasons being fixed by a gambling ring that included a former NBA player, according to a federal indictment unsealed today in Pennsylvania. 20 of the 26 defendants played college basketball during the